How to Avoid Working by Cooking for My Idol Classmate. Volume 1 by Kishimoto Kazuha, translated by Ren, audiobook by Masquerade at Masquerade Audiobooks. Chapter 1, The Hungry Idol. The crisp, rhythmic sound of chopping vegetables echoes through the kitchen. I glance up, catching sight of a blonde girl lounging on the sofa in the living room. Noticing my gaze, she turns her head and tilts it slightly. "What's up?" "And nothing." I avert my eyes, focusing back on my task. This is undeniably my house, and she's undeniably here because I invited her. My head knows that, but some part of my common sense screams that this scene is absurd. I know exactly why. A girl like her has no business being in the home of an ordinary high schooler like me, because she's none other than the most popular idol in Japan right now. Section. My class is home to a massively popular idol who's all the rage. Her name is Rei Atasaki. Her stunning blonde hair, a mark of her foreign heritage, and a figure that's beyond what you'd expect from a high schooler. She's usually stoic, her expression hard to read, but on stage, her charisma captivates everyone who sees her. "Atasaki-san, I saw you on that music show last night. The new song's awesome." "Thanks. I'm glad. Hey, Atasaki-san, could I maybe get your autograph?" "If mine's okay." Today, as usual, Atasaki is swarmed by classmates. 2 years ago, she debuted with the idol group Milfoil Stars, or Milsta for short. The group consists of Rei, Kanon, and Mia, with Atasaki as the center. Naturally, there's no one in school who doesn't know her. You could say the whole school's her fanbase. And me, Rintaro Shido, I'm not exactly one of them. It's not that I dislike Milsta. I actually think they're pretty cool, but I wouldn't call myself a fan. I'm just not that into idols. I only pay attention because she's my classmate. No need to stir up trouble by trying to get close and earning glares from the other guys. Atasaki-san's as popular as ever, huh? The one talking to me is my best friend, Yukio Inaba, who sits in front of me. He's got a slim build for a guy, and I'll admit I mistook him for a girl when we first met. He's also not big on Atasaki, and he's looking at her being mobbed with a hint of pity. That new song they performed last night was pretty cutting edge, but it's still catchy enough for anyone to like. No wonder the fans are losing it. Hey, Rintaro, you always say you're not a fan, but you totally keep up with their new releases, don't you? I make it a point to check out what's trending. Well, mostly because my job kinda expects me to. Still, you're always griping about not wanting to work, but you've stuck with that job. Kinda surprising. I gotta pay the bills somehow. But one day, I'll find someone to do all the work for me, and I'll be a stay-at-home husband. No way I'm slaving away forever. You're always so shameless about it. Yukio sighs every time we have this talk. But not working is my core life goal, unshakable no matter what anyone says. Speaking of, you've got work today, right? Yeah, they're slammed, so I got called in last minute. Lucky for me, they're bumping up my pay, so I can't complain. As we chat, the classroom door slides open, and the first period teacher walks in. Our conversation pauses, and the crowd around Atasaki scatters back to their seats. As class starts, I sneak a glance at her. Man, she's got a face like a doll. Her expression's unreadable, but being an idol, she's probably got her share of struggles. Tough life, I guess. Shrugging it off, I turn my attention to the lesson. Section. After school, I head straight to my part-time job. It's in an apartment about 15 minutes from the station. The entrance is cluttered with shoes, and I can sense multiple people inside. I head down the hallway and open the door at the end, revealing a room full of adults furiously scribbling away. At the far end sits my boss, the manga artist Hajime Yuzuki-sensei. Hey, I brought some energy drinks. I hold up a convenience store bag, and every head in the room snaps toward me. Their bloodshot eyes are kinda creepy. How long have they been awake? Rintaro, thank Yao. Yuzuki-sensei, that's terrifying. When's the last time you slept? It's fine. Just 2 all-nighters. That's not fine. Sighing, I pass out the drinks to her and the assistants. This is the studio of the best-selling manga artist Hajime Yuzuki. I'm one of her assistants, handling backgrounds and screen tones. I usually come in on weekends, but when deadlines get tight, I pitch in after school like today. Man, having a thoughtful cousin's the best. Energy drinks are just a quick fix. Sleep as soon as you're done, okay. Don't worry, I'll probably pass out anyway. You're gonna keel over one day. Like Yuzuki-sensei said, we're cousins. That's how I got the gig, but I've picked up the skills and like to think I'm pulling my weight now. All right, I'll get to work. I settle into my designated seat and take a page of line art from Yuzuki-sensei. Following her instructions, I sketch the background and apply screen tones. It's not easy work, but I've gotten used to it, so it's no big deal. With Milsta's new song playing through my earphones, I dive into the task. Section. Rintaro, you can head out. But we're not done yet. It's already 9. I can't keep a minor here any longer. We're down to 1 page, and I know we'll make it. Got it, sorry, I'll head out then. Yep, catch you later. Yuzuki-sensei, suddenly perky now that the deadline's in sight, gives me a thumbs up. She's usually steady with her pacing, so for her to be cutting it this close, she must have poured her heart into this chapter. The art I saw while working was next level. I caught myself holding my breath a few times. Yuzuki-sensei's an artist through and through, obsessive about her craft. That's why she never cuts corners, but it's rough on the assistants who have to keep up. I mean, they look like zombies. It's a miracle they're still breathing. To see you guys. I toss out a goodbye, and the pale-faced assistants, not zombies, wave me off weakly. Kinda creepy, honestly. I leave the apartment and head for the station. My place is 3 stops from Yuzuki-sensei's studio, 5 from school. Swaying on the train with the afterwork crowd, I get off at my stop. Maybe because it's late, the familiar, uneventful station feels oddly comforting. But then, a sleek luxury car, an oddity in this neighborhood, rolls into view. Who around here's got the cash for a ride like that? Must be nice not worrying about money. With a wry smirk, I start my usual route home. Then I freeze, spotting someone stepping out of the car. Golden hair, a figure that screams not your average high schooler. She's got a hat, mask, and sunglasses for a disguise, but there's no mistaking her. It's Rei Arasaki, the superstar idol, probably a drop-off from her agency. She exchanges a few words with the driver before the car pulls away. The station's quiet tonight, so no one else seems to have clocked her yet. Best to mind my own business and head home. We've been classmates since spring, but we're not friends or anything. Plus, if I got caught up with her and the tabloids went wild, I'd be screwed. Pretending I didn't see her, I move to slip past. That's when trouble hits. Arasaki sways, her body tilting dangerously. On reflex, I reach out, catching her before she hits the ground. Through her sunglasses, her bluish eyes lock onto mine. Shiru-kun. I'm stunned. She actually remembers my name? Why yeah, hey, what a coincidence. I was about to say hi when you just collapsed. You scared me there. I flash a polite smile, softening my tone. She's at the top of the school's social ladder. Me? I'm the kind of guy no one notices whether I'm there or not. If I come off rude, who knows what rumors she could spark. With her status, she could ruin my high school life with a single word. Okay, maybe that's dramatic. You don't look good. Should I call an ambulance? Or if you'd rather, I can grab an adult. I'm hungry. Her stomach lets out a loud growl. Apparently, her sickly look is just hunger talking. Worried for nothing. Ow. I let go and she slumps to the ground. Realizing my mistake, I wince. Whoa, my bad, sorry. I thought you were sick, so I kinda let my guard down. That was mean. Hey. No dodging that one. Screw it, the fake smile's getting old. Might as well talk to her like I would anyone else. If she's gonna trash my rep, no point pretending anymore. So you're just hungry. These days, that's enough to knock you out. Shiru-kun, you talk like that. Not the point, we're talking about you. It's not usually this bad, but today's lesson was intense. I'm exhausted, starving, and I can't move. Lesson, Guess that's what it takes to be a top idol. Constant grind to deliver a flawless performance. If you eat, will you be fine? Probably. Probably doesn't inspire confidence. Fine, I'll grab you something. I stop mid-sentence. Even if I hit the nearest convenience store, it'd mean leaving her here for at least 5 minutes. Sure, it's a quiet spot, but people are starting to notice us. It's only a matter of time before someone recognizes her, and if I'm not here, some creep could take advantage. We're not close, but I can't just shrug this off. Might be overthinking it, but better safe than sorry. Bear with me if it's weird. Hi. I turn my back to her and crouch down. I'll carry you, hop on. Where to? My place, I'll cook you something. Is that okay? If you're cool with it. If you're not down to go to a guy's house, I'll drop you at a diner nearby. I've got some meat at home that's expiring today, so I'd head back anyway. You're surprisingly domestic. Sorry I don't fit the mold. So, what's it gonna be? Your place then. I'm curious about your cooking. All right, don't complain if it's nothing special. Atasaki, barely moving, leans onto my back. I tense up as her chest presses against me through our uniforms, but shake off the thought and stand. She's heavy enough to notice, but lighter than I expected. One of those girl body mysteries, I guess. Let's go. Don't call the shots. It's probably still a secret that she's Atasaki. Before any weird rumors start flying, I hurry toward my place. My apartment's about a 5-minute walk from the station. It's a single room in a 5-story building. That's where I live now. You live alone? Yeah, long story. I unlock the door and carry her inside on my back. The place is a 1 LDK, with a separate living room and bedroom, and rents in the 40,000 yen range. How do I afford such a steal in Tokyo? Thanks to Yuzuki-sensei. The rent was supposed to be higher, but her housing allowance brought it down to this crazy low price. For now, crash on the sofa and rest. Feel free to watch TV. Got it. I set Atasaki on the sofa and slip off her shoes. After dropping them by the entrance, I head to the kitchen, which is visible from the living room. I'm definitely using pork, but got any requests? I can work with most things. Then, ginger pork. Huh, you like that? Yeah, since I was a kid. Didn't see that coming. All right, ginger pork it is. Lucky for me, it's a pretty simple dish. I grab pork, an onion, half a head of cabbage, and a tube of ginger from the fridge and get to work. I haven't exactly mastered ginger pork, but I'm confident it won't suck. You're good at this. I cook every day, so yeah. This isn't my first or second time making ginger pork. Guys don't usually do stuff like this. Why do you cook daily? To save money, I cover all my living expenses myself. Plus, it's for my future wife. Wives? Yup, my goal's to be a stay-at-home husband. My dream is to serve tasty, healthy meals to a hardworking wife. The plan's coming along nicely. I've been studying recipes, keeping a cookbook, honing my cleaning and laundry skills, and even started tracking expenses last year. If I got a wife tomorrow, I'm confident I could keep her happy. The only hitch: I haven't met anyone who could lead to that wife. Not that I expect to find her in high school. I'm planning to start looking after college, aiming for someone with a solid job. Sorry, but you'll have to make do with instant rice. I was gonna cook some, but your stomach's probably at its limit, right? Thanks for the thought. By the way, don't you have a manager or something? Couldn't they have fed you before sending you home? I was trying to keep up appearances. As an idol, I didn't want to seem like I was starving. You could at least let your team see that side of you. Whatever, I get living by your principles. Because you do too, Shidokan. Guess so. Here it's done. While we talk, the ginger pork finishes. The savory aroma of soy sauce and ginger makes my mouth water, and I mentally pat myself on the back for nailing it. I dish out the freshly warmed rice into bowls and set both our portions on the table in front of Atasaki. This smells better than any ginger pork I've ever had. Thanks. Eat it before it gets cold. Let's eat. I watch Atasaki take a bite, feeling a twinge of nerves. Truth is, I don't often cook for others. Yukio's tried my food a few times, but this is my first time cooking for a girl. Did I make it too guy-friendly? That worry flashes through my mind, but her voice cuts through it. It's delicious. My tension melts away. I can't help but grin at how nervous I'd been. Good, that's a relief. It's the best I've ever had. No question. That's laying it on a bit thick, but I'm not complaining about the praise. I take a bite myself. It's my usual standard, but yeah, it's good. I've gotten pretty damn skilled. Gotta smirk at that. Seconds, please. Fine, it's just instant anyway. I take her bowl and warm up another pack. She digs in again at the same pace as before. Seeing her like this, I totally buy that she was hungry enough to collapse. Hey, is being an idol fun? It is. It's been my dream since I was little. Damn, that's wild. You've already achieved it at our age. I worked hard, and I got lucky. Now I'm working even harder to hold on to this chance. She's something else, worlds apart from a slacker like me who doesn't even want to work. You're working hard for your dream too, Shidokan. That's amazing. You serious? I really think so. I always figured people would mock my stay-at-home husband goal. That's why I only told Yukio, who I trust. Getting praised out of nowhere throws me off. No matter the dream, anyone who works toward it is amazing. I want to cheer for those people. I might have just become your fan today. You weren't before. Honestly, I wasn't that interested. Guess it pays to talk, huh? I'm your fan now too, Shido-kun. I want to come eat again. No way. I shoot down her request without missing a beat. She clearly didn't expect such a firm rejection. Her eyes widened slightly. Why not? Why, you're a top idol. If someone saw you hanging out with a guy, it'd be a scandal in no time. You're not just a regular high schooler anymore. That might be true. If my actions messed up your dream, I couldn't handle the guilt. No way I'm risking that. So outside of school, I'd rather keep my distance. I don't care if Adasaki gets caught in a scandal, but if I'm the guy involved, my peaceful life's done for. Call it paranoia, but it's too late once something happens. Even bringing you here today was risky. I'm not walking that tightrope again. It's okay, I'll hold back. Good. For your idol career and my quiet life. She looks pretty down, but I had to be harsh to keep things clear. She probably only liked my cooking so much because she was starving. Give it time, and she'll cool off. A top idol's gotta have access to better food than mine anyway. Where do you live, by the way? It's about a 30-minute walk from here. That's a bit far, all right, I'll call you a taxi. I'm not covering the fare, though. Don't me. You've got more money than I do, so don't mooch. And no, that's not what I meant. Don't tell me you were planning to stay over. Adasaki nods silently. My head starts throbbing. What's with her lack of self-preservation? I just warned you, an idol staying at a guy's place is a huge deal, even if no one finds out. Use some common sense. I can't argue with that. Then go home already. I know you're tired, but come on. Sorry, I'll behave. Why am I stuck lecturing a classmate? Annoyed at the pointless energy I've burned, I pull out my phone and call a taxi company. They confirm they'll be at my place in 10 minutes, and I relay that to Adasaki. Forget today ever happened. I will too. We're just classmates with a passing acquaintance. Really? Really? Okay, I'll try. Try isn't exactly reassuring, but she seems sorry, so I won't push harder. I glance out the window, perfect timing, the taxi's pulling up. I'll walk her to the door, any further and neighbors might spot us. Well then. Yeah, having you eat my food and call it delicious gave me a confidence boost. So thanks for that. I was happy you cared enough to help. You called us passing acquaintances, but I'd like to at least call you a friend. Is that okay? Tilting her head with a hint of anxiety, Adasaki asks, if there's a guy out there who could say no to that, I'd love to meet him. Fine. We're classmates, so it's not weird. Good, I'm glad. No clue what's fun about being friends with me, whatever. See you at school. Yeah, see you. With that, Adasaki leaves my apartment. The taxi downstairs starts moving, probably because she got in. Phew. Between work and all this, it's been one hell of a day. As I wash our dishes, I reflect on what happened. Cooking for someone else wasn't bad. It was a nice change, but I'm praying this never happens again. Unfortunately for me, my peaceful life would come crashing down the very next day. Chapter 2, Money Power. The next day, Adasaki is at school, chatting with classmates like nothing's changed. Looks like she got home safe last night. That's all I needed to know, no reason to dwell on it. I shift my gaze from her and meet Yukio's eyes as he sits in front of me. That's rare. You staring at Adasaki-san like that. Was I? I'm pretty sure I was looking at her yesterday too. Maybe, but it felt different somehow. No way, you're imagining things. If you say so. Even for a best friend, isn't he a bit too perceptive? I'm beyond glad I reset things with Adasaki yesterday. If I'd given in to her request, Yukio would have sniffed it out in a heartbeat. While we're talking, my phone buzzes. It's a message from Yuzuki-sensei. Emergency. Found an issue with the manuscript. Need your help today too. I frown as I read it. Didn't she say today was the deadline? From your work. Yeah, apparently there's a problem with the stuff we finished yesterday. She gave the other assistants the day off, so I guess I'm the only one she could call since we're family. No choice then. Probably not a ton of work if it's just me, so I'll treat it like a bonus and head over. Assistant to a famous manga artist, kinda jealous. You wouldn't say that if you saw the zombie apocalypse that place turns into. I send Yuzuki-sensei a quick confirmation and slip my phone into my uniform pocket. As soon as classes end, I leave school and head to the studio, same as yesterday. Yuzuki-sensei's apologizing like crazy as she explains the job, and we dive in together. Sorry, Rintaro. It's fine. You're boosting my pay for this, right? Of course, I'll make it worth your while. As someone scraping by for living expenses, I'll do anything for cash, even if today's workload screams, wait, I'm doing this solo. Higher pay makes it irrelevant. My assumption that calling only me meant light work, dead wrong. Handling it alone makes this tougher than yesterday. Sorry, so sorry. Enough. If you've got time to apologize, move your hands. Why yes, ma'am. She's a big shot artist, can she not act so pathetic? Well, she probably called just me to avoid looking weak in front of the others, but I'd rather not see it either. I respect her like crazy, okay? My fingers, I can't feel them anymore. We started around 4. And after 7 grueling hours, it's way past 9, 2 hours later than she let me go yesterday. But the effort paid off. The manuscript turned out better than ever. Yuzuki-sensei looks drained but satisfied. It's done, we did it, Rintaro. Great, I'm outta here. Thank you so much. I'll cover your taxi, go rest. Thanks. Please sleep too. Oh, I will, like a corpse. Her half-reassuring, half-worrying words at my back, I leave the studio. I take a taxi home with the money she gave me, arriving much later than usual. The apartment entrance has an autolock, so I start punching in the usual code, then I notice something. What are you doing here? Waiting for you, Shido-kun. She's sitting at the edge of the entrance. Her disguise is tighter than yesterday, mask, fake glasses, and a hoodie hiding her hair. She looks shadier, honestly, but unless you got close, you wouldn't peg her as Rei Atasaki. Waiting? For me? I didn't even know when I'd be back. What is she, a loyal dog? I told you not to come, didn't I? Yeah, but I really need to ask you something. Stubborn girl. It'd be easy to shut her down, but if she slapped me with a Rintaro Shido's a jerk label, I'd be done for. Damn idols, too high on the social ladder to brush off. Fine, I'll hear you out, come inside. Thanks. Her voice sounds oddly happy as she follows me. I let her into the apartment and plop her on the sofa, same as yesterday. I'll make coffee, you good with black? I'd prefer it sweet. Got it, extra sugar. I mix milk and heaps of sugar into instant coffee and set it in front of her. I usually drink mine black, but today I make it sweet too. Hoping to ease my exhaustion, it seems to work. Her visit had me rattled, but I'm calming down. I meet her eyes and ask, so, what's this thing you need? I thought about it all day. I really want to eat your cooking again. I turned you down yesterday. Yeah, but I can't forget it. The bento I had at lunch, the snacks during lessons, none of them compared to your food. Don't get cocky me. The fact that she's this obsessed with my cooking makes my face want to break into a grin. But if I let this moment of pride sway me into agreeing, I'll regret it. I hear you, but it's still a no. Like I said, if anyone saw us together, it'd damage the Rei Atasaki brand. I can't take that responsibility. Plus, food costs would double. Call me cheap, but I'm not cutting into my savings. I'm stashing as much cash as I can in case I never find someone to marry. Ruining someone's life and draining my savings? All pain, no gain. Even if it's a shot to get close to an idol, I've gotta say no. So give it up. You're a celebrity, can't you hit up fancy restaurants? You don't need to come to me. Then I'll pay you 300,000 yen a month as a salary. Plus, I'll cover food costs for both of us. So cook for me every day. Out of nowhere, Atasaki pulls raw cash from her bag and sets it in front of me. Looks like roughly 300,000 yen, but how's that? Deal, come whenever. Crap, I got suckered by the money. I clear my throat and try again. Look, you might have cash today, but can an idol really shell out 300,000 a month? Don't make promises you can't keep. I've got 5 commercials lined up this year. Our songs are selling and we've got concerts. No issue at all. That's too convincing. I don't know exact figures, but she's gotta be raking in cash I could never touch. Not enough, I could do 500,000. I don't spend much anyway. As she reaches for more money, I stop her. No, I don't even know if I can live up to that, so no need to go higher. But, all right, I'm in. Really? Her eyes light up, and she grabs my hand. I force my flustered heart to chill and keep talking. Your passion won me over. I need money to live, and I'm honestly flattered you think my work's worth 300,000. I'd pay more if you'd let me. But if you say it's enough, I'll hold back. Yeah, do that. If I prove I can deliver, maybe we can talk about a raise later. Got it, I will. Her hand slips away. I always thought she was a bit weird, but Arasaki's on a whole other level of bizarre. Dishing out 300,000 just for a classmate's cooking? She's unhinged. And since I'm cashing in on it, I'm in no place to judge. But promise me this, when you come here, you never let anyone figure out who you are. No slip-ups, keep the hat and mask on. It's partly for me, but mostly for you, got it? I know, I want to keep being an idol. Good. Then it's a deal. I cook for you, you pay me. Deal. Just a verbal agreement, but whatever. Let's start with today. What do you want? Some stuff I can't make. Then curry. That'll take a bit, you okay with that? I'm fine. I'm staying over. Huh. She says it like it's the most obvious thing in the world. Have the center of Milsta, Ray, stay over at my place? My brain short-circuits, drowning in confusion. You said you'd cook for me every day. I eat breakfast too, but commuting from my place every morning would cut into my sleep, so I'll stay. Why yeah, but no way. Why not? Even if we're both not into each other, two high schoolers sleeping under the same roof is a mess waiting to happen. Eating together's one thing, but staying over. No excuse would cover that. Then I'll pay 500,000, and I'll be extra careful. Fine. Sorry, I couldn't resist the money. While the curry simmers, I glance at Arasaki, who's watching the TV. On the screen, Milsta's live performance is playing. It seems to be a pre-recorded music show, with the footage used to introduce the group. The arm swings here could have been a bit bigger. You're nitpicking, honestly, I can't tell. You wouldn't get it just imagining it. Seeing it in person would probably change your impression. That how it works? Her usually unreadable face now has the sharp focus of a professional. It's surreal to think the face I'm watching on TV is right here in my apartment. Here it's done, your requested katsu curry. Yes, I've been waiting. I serve the curry over freshly cooked rice and set it in front of her. This time, I mixed in some dashi and soy sauce, giving it a slightly Japanese-style finish. It tasted good to me when I sampled it, but will it suit her palate? Delicious. It's so good I'm shocked. Your reactions are really kind to the cook. Her eyes sparkle as she shares her thoughts, leaving no room to doubt her sincerity. I take a bite with some rice myself, and yeah, it's a solid effort. I've made this recipe once before, but it's better this time. Feeling my growth as a cook is pretty satisfying. I want seconds. Figured you'd say that, but where's all this food going in that tiny frame of yours? I need way more to survive tough lessons. This is barely enough. Guess I've got my work cut out for me. I hand her another serving, and she digs in happily. Watching her, I start to cool off and decide to ask something that's been bugging me. Hey, isn't this kinda weird? What? You being so into a regular guy's cooking. No shade, but you could eat way fancier stuff. This deal's almost too good for me. Cooking for an idol and letting her stay over for 500,000 yen a month. It's so sweet, I'm half expecting a scam. Right now, I'm definitely suspicious. The cash is still sitting on the table, untouched. Time to snap out of the excitement and talk future. It's been a while since I ate something homemade. My family's kinda well off, but my parents are always busy, hardly ever home. So our housekeeper makes my meals. She warms them up for when I get back, and they're tasty, but somehow, even hot food never feels warm. Arasaki pauses, then continues. Your cooking felt warmer than anything I've ever eaten. It made me so happy, I knew I'd never forget it. It's not that big a deal. So she's like me in a way, Her words don't sound like a lie. If this is an idol's acting, I'd have to applaud her. All right, sorry for doubting you. You doubted me. The deal's too perfect. A national idol comes to my place, eats my food, stays over, and pays me. Normally, I'd be the one paying. If I think something's valuable, I pay for it. Simple as that. Maybe, but you gotta realize your looks alone are worth a fortune. Are they? She looks down at herself, puzzled, like my words don't compute. Do you like my body too, Shidokan? I clamp my mouth shut to avoid spitting out the water I was drinking. Some goes down the wrong pipe, and I cough, but that's the least of my worries. What are you saying? Everyone stares at my body. I want to be judged for my singing and dancing. But looks matter too, don't they? How do I even respond? No need to sugarcoat with her, I'll just be honest. Well, yeah. You probably wouldn't have debuted as an idol without good looks. Right, dumb question, sorry. It's fine, sounds like there's more to it. Lately, the way people at school and work look at me feels scary. Maybe it's my imagination. It's not her imagination, though it's hard to say to her face. Guys are definitely looking at her with that kind of gaze. Arasaki was a middle schooler when she debuted, but since starting high school, her figure's become, well, too womanly. Even I, someone not into idols, can see it, so it's gotta be true. You seem kinda clueless about self-preservation. Seriously, be careful. Careful of what? Guys, they say men are beasts, right? It's too late once something happens. Are you a beast, Shido-kun? How many times is she gonna throw me off? Even if I were, I'd never admit it here. I'm not pouncing on you, you're my cash employer. And I'm not looking to be a criminal. Cash cow's harsh, but oddly reassuring. Money's one way to build trust, nothing wrong with it. There's truth to nothing's more expensive than free. Paying for something buys a degree of security. As long as I'm taking her money, I won't betray her. Not that I would anyway, as a decent human. You're really pure, aren't you, Arasaki? Am I? Yeah, probably part of why you're so popular, I'd bet. They say the entertainment world's a dark place. I hope she never gets hurt by that darkness, but that's not something I can control, and she might find my concern meddlesome. I'll keep my nose out of what I don't understand. Oh, what about a bath? All I've got is guy shampoo. It's fine, I brought my own. She pulls out what could only be called a sleepover kit from her bag. It's got single-use shampoo, body soap, a toothbrush, and toothpaste. You were way too ready to stay over. Yup, that was the plan. Don't people ever tell you you're too trusting with guys? My groupmates have, but how'd you know? You're just off somehow. They say geniuses are often eccentric, and Arasaki's definitely that type. If I were a girl, I'd flat out refuse to stay at a guy's place unless we were dating. Alone. With someone I barely know. Her weirdness is why I'm getting paid, so I won't complain, but the worries keep piling up. Shido-kun. What? Here's to working together. Yeah, same. Oh, and call me Rintaro from now on. You're technically my boss. Got it, then call me Ray. Were you listening? I said you're the boss, I'm the employee. Then an order. Call each other by name to get closer. What are you, a kid? I might have agreed too easily. Now that I've taken the money, her word's law, no going against her now. Part of me feels I jumped into this too fast. Section. It's been a week and change since my bizarre cohabitation with top idol Rei Arasaki began. One relief, she doesn't stay over every night. Sometimes her manager picks her up for work, so I pack her a breakfast bento and send her home the night before. She always looks grumpy about it, but she seems to understand work-life balance and doesn't complain. Like she said, her parents are almost never home. On nights she stays, she tells her housekeeper she's at a friend's place. It's good she's not sneaking over without a word, but that staying at my first crush's house excuse feels iffy. Rintaro, I had a great idea. I'm washing dishes soaked since dinner when Ray suddenly pipes up. One thing I've learned in our short time together, her great ideas are trouble for me. Dreading what's coming, I set the clean plates down and sit beside her. If you say something stupid, I'm sneaking your least favorite food into tomorrow's meal. Too bad I don't have any foods I hate. Kind of proud of that. Fine, so what's this idea? Coming here to eat all the time is a hassle, so let's rent a new place and live together. Problem solved, it's a brilliant plan. As expected, you've come up with something insane. Why? It's super efficient. Sure, it's efficient, but efficiency's not the whole story. My private time's already shrinking, and fully living together would obliterate it. You live with your parents, right? You can't exactly say you're moving in with me, so it'd look like you're living alone. Would people be okay with that? That's a little worrying. Then let's table it. We'll rethink if it becomes a real issue. Okay. Sounds good. Good girl. Calling my employer good girl is cheeky, but she ordered me to treat her as a friend, so this is how it goes. Plus, she's kinda dog-like, you know. Like she needs training or something. Okay, that's too rude, I'll stop. Anyway, it's late, so I'm hitting the sack. First period's PE tomorrow. We got it. Ray lazily stands and shuffles off to the bedroom. I flip down the back of the living room sofa, turning it into a bed. The bed in the bedroom? She's currently hogging it. At first, she insisted I keep using it and wouldn't budge. But I wasn't about to make her sleep on the sofa, so we were at a stalemate. We compromised. She takes the bed, and I use a sofa bed she bought. Yup, this sofa didn't come with the place. Say what you will, a top idol's bank account is something else. It's a high-end, comfy piece, not something a typical high schooler could just buy. Still, I'm not jealous at all. I glance toward the bedroom, where she's probably sleeping, and think. Grueling schedules, zero room for mistakes, cruel online hate. Milsta gets off lighter since they've avoided scandals, but I've seen people spewing venom at them online. If my cooking can ease Ray's stress even a bit, that's something. Morning comes, 6 o'clock. Thanks to the fancy sofa bed, I wake up refreshed and start on breakfast. It's nothing elaborate. I check yesterday's leftover rice and whip up some bacon and sunny-side-up eggs with a bold seasoning to pair with it. With food costs no longer a worry, I add a lettuce-heavy salad and brew coffee. Hers, of course, is loaded with sugar and milk. Hey, Ray, breakfast's ready. Ray. Here we go again. She's terrible at mornings. She almost never gets up on her own. I usually have to call her. And when that doesn't work, I've got no choice but to go in and wake her directly. No helping it, I'm coming in. I give a heads up and open the bedroom door. As expected, Ray's snoozing peacefully on my bed. The problem's her state. It's June and it's getting warmer, so she's kicked off the blanket entirely. That'd be fine, but the tacky, I don't want to work t-shirt she's using as pajamas, my t-shirt, is hiked up way too far. It's bunched up enough to flash the underside of her chest, and I'm seriously struggling with where to look. So big, no, wait, is she not wearing a bra? A dangerous thought nearly slips through, but I shove it down with sheer willpower. Work or not, taming a guy's instincts is no easy feat. I steady myself and face her again. Oi, wake up, get up and eat. Emma. She stirs. The already riding up shirt threatens to go higher, so I frantically tug the blanket back over her. Rintaro. You awake, go wash your face. Okay. Ray shuffles to the bathroom with unsteady steps. Looking at her like this, you'd never guess she's a top idol, so sloppy. Well, expecting her to be on all the time's probably unfair. She comes back from the bathroom looking a bit more awake, her usual self. She sits on the sofa with me, says, "Let's eat," and digs into breakfast. The yolk's runny. You said that's how you like it. Coffee's got extra sugar and milk. Use whatever dressing you want for the salad. Having food made just for me, it really feels special. Helps me too, knowing your tastes so well. Makes it easy to adjust. Her straightforward feedback means cooking for her is almost stress-free. If anything, her enthusiasm makes it more rewarding than ever. You got your bento. Yup, all set. All right, I'll lock up. Head out first. Got it, see you at school. Ray, now in her uniform, steps out the front door. Obviously, we don't walk to school together. She leaves, and 5 minutes later, I head out for the station. At the station, we sometimes meet up to avoid seeming too distant. Can't have classmates thinking we're too detached, right? I've gotten way too used to this routine. I lock the door and take my usual route to the station. Passing through the gate to the platform, I casually scan for Ray. Sure enough, she's there, surrounded by what looks like middle schoolers asking for autographs. Even with glasses and a mask hiding most of her face, getting spotted daily means more people approach her. As the kids leave, a female classmate takes their place beside Ray. That girl's on the track team, so she rides an earlier train on morning practice days. No practice today, it seems, so she's heading to school with Ray. Times like this are a relief. I don't have to join her, which makes things easier. Hey, Rintaro, you seem different lately. Hi. I'm changing for first period PA when Yukio hits me with that out of nowhere. My confused look seems to surprise him, and he tilts his head. You haven't noticed, you just seem more relaxed or something. Relaxed, huh? Maybe it's because my lifestyle's leveled up. I might be a bit more carefree than before. Don't tell me, you got a girlfriend or something. No way. I'll only get a partner when I find someone to support me for life, and I'm not even looking till after college. All right. My bad then. Why's he so thrilled I'm single? Is he the type who's popular himself but can't stand others' happiness? Speaking of, what happened with that girl who confessed to you? Didn't you say she was pretty nice? Dating's just not the same, you know? I couldn't see her romantically. As a friend, she's great, and I'd love to hang out, but that's it. Yukio's a good-looking guy with a kind vibe, so he's been popular since middle school. With his face and personality, it's no surprise. But that's come with downsides, like that one girl he turned down who turned stalker. Back then, I walked home with him every day to keep her at bay, and it finally stopped when his family moved for high school. Apparently, his dad was already eyeing a house, so it worked out. You don't owe anyone your feelings just because they like you. No need to stress, just wait till you fall for someone naturally. Yeah, you're right. That's what I'll do. Yukio's voice suddenly brightens, and he looks at me with clear eyes like a weight's lifted. Guess I helped solve his problem. Feels good to support a friend. We finish changing and head to the gym. High school PE is half playtime, stick to the assigned sport, and it's basically free time. On volleyball days like today, court space means half the class is stuck, resting by the wall at any given time. Yo, check out Arasaki-san. Damn, she's unreal. While Yukio and I wait our turn, some guys nearby are gawking at Rei dominating the court. Her athleticism's top-notch, she's keeping up with the volleyball team. Her spikes are so fast, even the guys might struggle to block them. But moving like that naturally draws every guy's eyes. Especially since she's got, let's just say, a figure that's not exactly typical for a high schooler. This morning's incident flashes in my mind. Her overwhelming presence shook me too, so I can't exactly judge the guys for staring. Still, whispering about it, even quietly, makes me kinda look down on them. Rintaro, what's up? You're looking around all antsy. Just realizing there's guys worse than me calms me down. You're so shameless. For some reason, Yukio's giving me a pitying look. Weird, I was just being honest. Wait, doesn't that make me just as bad as those guys? Whatever, better to stop thinking before I dig into something unpleasant. Time rolls on to lunch break. I'm sitting across from Yukio, our bentos spread out. For the record, my bento's only about half similar to Rei's. Hers is mostly homemade, while I fill out mine with frozen stuff. Gotta make sure no one gets suspicious about our matching meals. There's a lot I respect about you, Rintaro, but one's definitely that you make your own bento every day. I could never. It was rough getting used to, but it's for my future. You're so you, going all stoic just to avoid working. I take a bite. Yup, still tasty even cold. The homemade star of my bento is the nikujaga, taking up most of the space. I cooked it last night and let it sit to soak up the flavor, so the carrots and potatoes are tender and sweet. The meat and onions, perfect. Wow, Arasaki-san's bento is gorgeous. A girl's voice cuts through from the crowd around Rei. She's always got people around her, but today's extra packed. The reason seems to be the bento I made. Did your mom make it? No, not quite. What, then you made it yourself? Yeah, I did. No way, that's amazing. Aren't you super busy? Busy, but nutrition's important. Rei's answers spark gasps of admiration from the group. She looks a bit guilty, probably for claiming she made it. Me, I want to give her a high five for the quick thinking. Man, she's already incredible as an idol, and now she cooks too. Unreal. Yeah, hard to believe we're the same age. Rintaro, you grinning. Oh, just, my nikujaga's so damn good, I couldn't help it. That good. Can I try some? Go for it, here, I'll put it on your rice. Even indirectly, hearing my cooking praised feels great. I pass them to Yukio with a smug smile, basking in the moment. Section. Sorry, Rintaro. Hi. What's up? Rei comes back to my place after idle practice and immediately bows her head. At lunch, I took credit for the bento you made, I'm sorry. Oh, that. Thinking back, she did look super guilty telling our classmates she made it. I'm touched she cares so much, but she's overthinking it a bit. It's fine. Honestly, saying you made it kept things natural. Lowering risk is a good thing. Hearing that makes me feel a bit better. Anyway, just don't ever mention me to anyone outside. Stick to that, and we're cool. Got it, I will. Rei's a good person. She can get carried away, but she's honest, caring, and driven. I thought she was nuts when she first made her demands, but that impression's long gone. Come on, ditch the gloomy face and eat. It's just pasta today, though. Pasta. Tomato meat sauce. Sprinkle some cheese if you want. I set a plate of red-sauced pasta in front of her. The sauce is just canned tomatoes and meat sauce mix simmered together, but its simplicity means consistent flavor. I'm saving the leftovers for tomorrow's doria, rice, sauce, cheese, and bake. Don't call it lazy. This kind of planning is a stay-at-home husband's secret weapon. Can I put a lot? Go wild. It's your money buying the groceries. Oh, right. Nodding, Ray piles on the powdered cheese. When the sauce takes on a slight white tint, she twirls a forkful and pops it in her mouth. Delicious. You're so rewarding to cook for. There's seconds if you want 'em. I want. You eat fast. I prep her seconds, then dig into my own. It's nothing fancy, but for home cooking, it's plenty. We polish it off quick, and I glance at the TV I left on. Man, you're really a superstar. I mutter without thinking, staring at Milsta's trio on the screen. Music shows, variety programs, news, commercials, they're everywhere lately. Balancing that insane schedule while keeping up school attendance. Superhuman, I turn to Rei Atasaki, this larger-than-life creature, and sigh at the meat sauce smudged on her face. Rei, hold still. What am I? I grab a wet wipe and clean her mouth. She lets me, almost like a kid. Thanks, but embarrassing. Then be more careful. The Rei Atasaki in front of me feels like a totally different person from the TV one. Not different, just good at switching on and off. But at school, you're all perfect idol, right? Sorry if I'm overthinking, but it feels like you only let loose here. That's true, I'm only off here and with the Milsta girls. Otherwise, I'm always an idol at school, outside, even on days off. Someone's always watching. Image matters. Makes sense. If she slacked off in public, it'd hurt Milsta's reputation. She seems so casual, but she's actually always on guard. You're incredible. Respect. Right back at you. I could never do what you do. Because you're busy, with enough time you could. No, I might manage cooking, but you do so much more with all your little thoughtful touches. Ray picks up the coffee mug I brought her. She takes a sip and exhales softly. This coffee's exactly how I like it. You don't even need me to ask anymore. Well, yeah. You remember the foods and drinks I said I liked and make them. You iron my uniform if it's wrinkled. You restock my shampoo and body soap before I notice. Isn't that just normal? Absolutely not. I'd never think of all that. Is that how it works? Her praise makes me a bit shy, but since I don't overthink my actions, it's also confusing. I'm not trying to be considerate, just doing what feels natural to make her happy. Oh, that's what being thoughtful means, but it's not hard or anything. That's what makes it natural. My idol works tough, but it's not painful. Guess that's how it is. Yup, that's it. Seeing Ray so comfortable makes me feel like I could keep going forever. Knowing my efforts help someone keeps me motivated. At first, I took the money at face value, but honestly, the cash doesn't even. Oh, Rintaro, I have a small request for tomorrow. What's up? Tomorrow there's no school. I thought you could make 3 bentos. My training starts in the morning. 3, how much are you planning to eat? No way, I'm not that greedy. Not convincing, so why 3? I told the other Milsta girls about you. They want to try your cooking too. You what? I just said no talking to outsiders. They're not outsiders to me, I trust them, it's fine. If you're that sure, I'll trust you. Milsta's members know a scandal for Ray could tank them too. They're not likely to blab, but her sense of caution needs serious work. I don't mind making 3. Kanon and Mia, right? I don't know their tastes, so it'll be the same as yours. That cool. Yup. They'll eat almost anything and love it, I'm sure. All right, makes it easy for me. Might sound harsh, but cooking more is less hassle than cooking less. Sure, the effort's the same, but making 4 portions feels more worthwhile than 2. Starting now, I can't do anything fancy. It's a big chance, but I'll have to stick to what I can whip up in the morning. Then I've got a suggestion. What? Come deliver it around noon. That gives you till midday to prep. Meh. No way, I wouldn't know how to face them. It's fine, tomorrow's solo practice, so it'll just be us in the rented studio. Plus, they want to meet you, but if you're not up for it, you don't have to. Ahem. Is this trouble or an opportunity? Ray's one thing since we're classmates, but the other 2 I've only seen on screens. Being told they want to meet me? That's not something that happens in a normal life. And as Ray's caretaker, maybe I should introduce myself first. Good timing too, Yuzuki-sensei's post-deadline, so work's chill. I won't need to go in till next week. All right, can't let your friends eat half-assed food. Tell me the place. I'll drop it off a bit after 12. Thanks. They'll be thrilled. Hope so. I'm just a high schooler. They're national idols. The idea of them wanting my cooking is hard to buy for a skeptic like me, but I don't think Ray's lying us. Whatever, no overthinking. I just cook and deliver. No pointless expectations, just do the job. Asking for an autograph wouldn't hurt, right? That's fine, yeah? Chapter 3, Milfoil Stars. This is the place, huh? I crane my neck to look up at the towering high-rise in front of me. This is the building for Fantasista Entertainment, Ray's agency. As someone with no business in places like this, I'm already feeling jittery before even stepping inside. Well, standing here won't get me anywhere. I let out a deep breath and walk into the building. Excuse me. Yes, how can I help you? I'm Shidu, here to meet Arasaki from Milfoil Stars at noon. Could you connect me? Please wait a moment. I mention Arasaki's name to the receptionist, and they tell me to hang tight. A high school kid dropping her name out of nowhere earns me a slightly suspicious glance, but can't blame them. A couple of minutes pass. The elevator dings as it reaches the first floor, and out steps Ray, dressed in comfy workout gear. Sorry to keep you waiting. It's a maze inside, so I'll show you the way. Why, yeah. What's wrong? Just, you seem kinda different today. Do I? Her hair, usually worn down, is tied back in a ponytail, giving her a sporty vibe. She's got on a black undershirt with a white sleeveless top and short shorts, leaving her flawless thighs bare. Hey, can't I just hand over the bentos and head out? Nope. They're already looking forward to meeting you. Why me? She beckons me with a this way, and I let her pull me into the elevator. We ride up about 10 floors and step into a long hallway. The corridor's lined with numbered rooms. Are all these studios? Yup, lots of music artists here, so the agency's got tons of studios. Must have cost a fortune. This building was rebuilt just 5 years ago. Big agencies are something else. Ray strides confidently down the hall and turns a corner. At the end is a sturdy-looking door, probably for a soundproof room. Actually, every door we've passed looks soundproofed. Come in. Ray slowly opens the heavy door, guiding me into the studio. Inside, I spot a wall covered in mirrors and massive speakers. And leaning against the wall, chatting, are two familiar figures. The two people I've seen countless times on TV turn curious eyes toward me as they notice my arrival. Welcome back, Ray. This the Rintaro-kun you were talking about. Yup. He brought the bentos. Sorry for making you go out of your way. Scratching her head with a grin is Kanon, Milsta's resident bundle of energy. Her signature red twin tails make her look younger than her age, even though I know better. That impression's stronger when you compare her to the member standing beside her. Sorry for the trouble, Rintaro-kun, but I couldn't help wanting to meet the guy Ray's taken a liking to. Hope you don't mind. That's Mia, the third member of Milsta. She's marketed as a cool beauty, more like a princely type. And she lives up to the prince label. Her features are less cute, more striking. If she dressed as a guy, she'd make men jealous with her sharp looks. That's just her face, though her figure's as distinctly feminine as Ray's. Oh, no worries. I never dreamed I'd get to feed my cooking to all three of Milsta, my favorite group. I'm honestly thrilled, so don't sweat the effort. I flash my best polite smile and dial up the charming guy voice, but both of them just stare at me, dumbfounded. Did I mess up or something? A mix of confusion and anxiety hits me, and I shoot a glance at Ray. Oh, I already told them a ton about you, Rintaro. Like how you've got a sharp tongue and usually put on a polite act. Tell me that first. I was trying to play nice. So these two already know the real me. Damn it, I was banking on coasting through as the charming guy. Hahaha, you're just like she said, Rintaro. Kanon bursts out laughing. Whatever, and calling me by my first name right off the bat's a bit much. We're not even friends. Oh, come on, it's fine. An idol calling you by name. Fans would lose it. Not a fan. What? So your whole big fan thing was a total act? Yup, just 'cause you're national idols doesn't mean everyone's obsessed with you. What's that supposed to mean? And anyway, Ray only told us your first name. You don't know our full names either, do you? Fair point. She's right, I only know Kanon and Mia as stage names. Ray's the only one whose real name I know. See. So I'm not the bad guy here. Kanon's rapid-fire chatter is like a noisy bird. She's not wrong. Not wrong, but your attitude's kinda pissing me off. Who even talks to celebrities like that? You're unreal. This time, I've got the upper hand. I've got full control over these bentos. I dangle the bento box in front of her. Her stomach lets out a loud growl, and her eyes follow the box like it's hypnotic. Well, well, someone's starving. If you insist, I might let you have it. That's low. Say what you want. Though, my deal with Ray means I've gotta hand it over anyway. What are you? Huh, Canon's more fun to tease than I expected. I set the bento in front of her and open it up. Her annoyed expression flips to awe, and Mia lets out an impressed hum beside her. Wow, your cooking's even better than I heard. You went all out for us, Mia says. Kinda. Didn't want you thinking the stuff I make for Ray's mediocre, so I put in some effort. The bento's packed with simmered hamburgers, carrot, potato salad, and bacon-wrapped asparagus. The hamburgers are homemade, not store-bought, and the carrot is marinated overnight in my special soy garlic sauce. I didn't want to embarrass Ray, so I went all in. No way, you made the simmered hamburgers too? Canon asks, stunned. Of course. I don't use instant or frozen stuff for Ray's bentos. Unless I'm really strapped for time. I feel totally outclassed. Ignoring Canon's shock, I grab one of the 3 bentos and hand it to Ray. Here's yours, what's wrong? And nothing. Ray looks away, seeming a bit grumpy. I ask if the bento's not to her liking, but she shakes her head. No, that's not it. Then what? You and Canon seem awfully chummy for a first meeting. Does she need glasses? That looked chummy to her. Oh, so Ray's jealous that her bestie Canon's hitting it off with someone else. How cute, Canon teases. That's part of it. But I'm also jealous you got close to Rintaro so fast. So both. You're way too honest, Canon says, her teasing grin turning to exasperation. From our time together, I've learned Ray's brutally honest, saying whatever's on her mind without hesitation. I think jealousy's something you keep to yourself, but not for her, apparently. Now, more friends is a good thing, right? I'm happy to make a new one too, Rintaro-kun, Mia chimes in. You guys, aren't you a bit too trusting? I'm just some random dude. Shouldn't you be more cautious before calling me a friend? Oh, not happy being called a friend by us. Mia raises an eyebrow. It's not that I'm unhappy, but acquaintance works for now, yeah. If you're not unhappy, then I'll call you what I want. Sure, we're acquaintances now, but I plan on getting closer, so I'm not wrong. Fair enough, wait, closer how? Closer is closer, I'll leave that up to you. I think I might not vibe with you. I kinda like your bluntness. Looking forward to this, Rintaro-kun. Whether I'm on board, I'll figure it out. Mia seems satisfied with my response, flashing an amused smile. I've got a bad feeling I've caught the eye of someone tricky. She's gotta be more trouble than Ray. Sly, calculating, hate to say it, but she's my opposite yet weirdly similar. I underestimated your social skills, Rintaro. I didn't expect you to hit it off with them so fast, Ray says. Hit it off? If that's what you saw, your eyes are seriously failing you. Coming here made it crystal clear. Ray, Canon, Mia, the Milsta trio and I live in different worlds. It's not just sensibilities or whatever. We're not incompatible, but are we a natural fit? Probably not. Anyway, eat the bentos already. Cold or not doesn't matter, but sooner's better. Right, I'll give a full food review to see if you're fit to take care of Ray. Holy crap, this carriage. Canon exclaims. Your reactions are something else. From bite to outburst, she's lightning fast. Her food review would probably go viral. This is beyond expectations. It's cold, yet the carriage is still crispy, the simmered hamburger so tender but holds its shape. The demi-glace sauce tastes better than store-bought. No wonder Ray wants to keep you around, Mia says. Your review's practically professional. I'm just being honest. All 3 have such distinct personalities. That's probably Milsta's strength. Canon and Mia alone are this different, and Ray's reaction? Totally unique. She's devouring her bento with laser focus, not even glancing away. It's a little terrifying. Well, I'd say you pass. You're good enough to look after Ray, Canon declares. Pass, you were the first to yell how good it was. I praised you, so what's the problem? Want more? Fine, it's amazing. Like a top-grade Wagyu bento from a fancy yakiniku place. Never had that, but I get the vibe. Be glad you liked it. I don't just praise anyone outside these 2, you know, be grateful. And thanks for making it. Anything I forgot? Thought you were at Tsundir, but you're just super honest. Her vibe screams that archetype. False advertising? Nah, she probably doesn't mean it that way. Thanks, Rintaro, really delicious, Ray says. You're done already. Won't scarfing it down like that mess you up for practice? I'm fine, I can feel it digesting. It's giving me energy, feeling great. What's your stomach even made of? I try to cut some oil for her sake, but digestion this fast. No way, her body's just built different, I'll leave it at that. All right, I'm heading out, job's done right. Don't be like that, wanna stick around and watch our practice? Mia offers. Practice. Yup. We're running through our next live's set list from the top. It's our 2nd anniversary, so we're extra pumped. Sounds like it'll take a while. Maybe 2 hours. But not to brag, when do you get a chance to see our performance up close? Plus, I feel more fired up with an audience. True, but... I sneak a glance at Ray. Why's she looking at me all expectant too? I'm weak to her, no question. I could probably leave if I pushed back hard, but I know she'd look sad, or I think she would. Fine, it's a rare chance, right? That's the spirit. We'll give it our all like it's the real deal. Mia heads to the speakers, fiddling with controls I don't understand. Canon, sitting nearby, lets out a sigh. You know our concert tickets? Even at regular price, they're kinda steep, but scalpers sell 'em for double or more. Not that reselling's legal, still, fans think it's worth it. You're getting a deal, huh? When you put it like that, yeah, I feel lucky. And if you're not losing in life, you're winning. Come on, sit here. All right. Canon grabs my shoulder and plops me down in a spot with a perfect view of all three. It's a front row seat any fan would kill for. Not losing means winning. Her words hit harder than I expected. No point rushing home to do nothing, might as well enjoy this. Rintaro. What? Watch. Yeah, got it. Satisfied with my answer, Ray takes her place at the center of the studio. She exchanges a look with Canon and Mia beside her, then closes her eyes. 1, 2. At Ray's count, all three leap into motion. The speakers blast their debut song, one even I recognize. It's completely different. The vibe is nothing like before. There's no stage height, no distance, they're right here, within arm's reach. Yet somehow they feel untouchable, like they're on a grand stage. As Ray spins, Canon and Mia match her with perfect turns. What's shocking is how three totally different people move in flawless sync, and they're singing through it. But somehow, each one's unique spark still shines through. I'm no expert, so I can't say much, but this has to be what makes them top tier. From high-energy tracks to soft ballads to bubbly pop, Milsta nails every song and dance. They strike their final pose, bow, and let out heavy breaths. Looks like the mock concert's over. I find myself clapping, and Ray catches my eye. How was it? Like the applause says, incredible, thanks for letting me see that. Good. Ray's relieved smile comes with a bead of sweat rolling down her cheek. Singing while dancing, her sweat shows how grueling it is. Ha! Feeling a bit more respect now, Canon smirks. Yeah, way more than when I walked in. Getting full-on praise feels kinda weird. What do you even want from me? I praised her and she's still grumpy. Give me a break. Ignoring Canon, I turn to Mia. Thanks, Mia. That was an awesome experience. Glad you thought so. Bring us bentos again and we'll show you anytime. I liked your cooking that much. What's so great about some random guy's bentos? I don't get it. Maybe not, but it made me feel warm. My bentos did. Yup, juggling school and idle life piles on stress. I'm happy and fulfilled, but sometimes I'm jealous of kids living normal high school lives. I get it. Your bentos reminded me of that normal high school feeling. That's huge for me. Ray nods at Mia's words, while Canon looks away quietly. No one disagrees, so they must feel the same. Finally, I understand why Ray's so hooked on my cooking. Hey, wanna swap contact info? You're already texting Ray, right? Mia asks. Sure, that's fine. Cool. Oh, this is my personal number, not work. Don't share it, okay? I'm not leaking it, relax. We pull out our phones and exchange messaging app contacts. Among my list of classmate names, 2 stand out. Hey, if you're swapping with her, don't leave me out. Do it with me too, Canon protests. Fine, but what would we even talk about? It's about having the option. Just knowing I can reach you is reassuring. That's fair. I end up exchanging with Canon too, so now 3 idols are in my contacts. And Mayugawa and Canon Hinotori, their real names, all set. I'm free during breaks or at night, so hit me up with something fun. Not planning to waste energy on that, don't get your hopes up. I straighten my clothes, pick up their empty bento boxes, completely cleaned out, light as air. Hey Ray, what's the plan? Usual deal, I'll have dinner ready. Yup, please. Got it, then I'm out for real. Staying longer would just get in their way. I turn to leave the studio. Rintaro-kun. What? See you. Yeah, see you. See you, huh? Mia's words linger oddly as I step out. One thing's clear from today. I need to talk to Ray when she gets home. Hope she's okay with it. Both of you think about that thing? Ray asks. Yup, I'm fine with it. Canon, Mia replies. Wasn't sure at first, but he seems trustworthy. I'm okay with it too, Canon says. Thanks. I'll talk to him tonight. Section, it's just past 8 p.m. I'm already home, cooking dinner for Ray. On the menu, tomato-sauced cabbage rolls and consommé soup. Cabbage was cheap, so I went all out. The sauce is ketchup-based, so the flavor's a safe bet. Almost time. Right after checking my phone, I hear the front door open. Then the sound of slippers shuffling down the hall. I'm back. Little late, sorry. No big deal. Dinner's just done. Good timing then. Ray steps into the living room, looking worn out. After that full-on rehearsal and more practice, no wonder. You look like you'll crash soon. Hit the bath first. I'll keep the food warm. I'll do that, thanks. She heads to the bathroom and returns about 20 minutes later. Her damp hair gives her a sultry vibe, and I can never quite meet her eyes in these moments. Tonight's cabbage rolls. Mix in with the sauce. One of my favorites, let's eat. Watching Ray dig in with gusto fills me with quiet pride. At the same time, I steel myself for what's next. Ray. What? I'm giving this back. I place an envelope stuffed with cash in front of her. It's the 50,000 yen she gave me as salary. I've kept it untouched since she handed it over. Why? I want to revise our contract. I pull out a notebook and open it on the table. Inside, I've written the new terms I came up with. First, no more salary. You cover the rent, utilities, and ingredient costs. If kitchen gear breaks, we'll talk, might dip into my savings if needed. But then, even with all that, it's probably under 10,000 yen. In exchange, I want to cut my workload. How? Like it says, no cooking Wednesday nights or Saturday and Sunday lunches and dinners. I'll prep stuff you can reheat, though. It's for my job, those are my set work days. And one more thing. I tap the last line in the notebook. No staying over unless it's absolutely necessary. What? Don't give me that shocked face. It's weird for a guy and girl our age to sleep under the same roof. And today made it hit home, if I caused your dreams to crash, I'd carry that guilt forever. That's it. I got scared. If Ray was older, maybe thinking of retiring, it'd be different. But a scandal now, when she's got years ahead, it could steal her future. And taking Ray's future would mean taking Canon's and Mia's too. I can't live under that kind of pressure. Also, this is just a hunch, but you said my cooking's warm. Mia put it into words today, and it gave me confidence. But if I'm cooking for a salary, I'm just a restaurant. If I lean into that, I might lose that warmth. Like most housewives and house husbands don't cook for pay, I should put myself in that mindset if I'm aiming for that life. It's not about duty, it's about care. Sounds cheesy, but that's what Ray's after. Money doesn't need to change hands. I'm still asking for rent and stuff because I'm not that selfless. In a way, this is practice for my future. If that's what you want, Rintaro, I'm okay with those terms. Wow, you're being awfully agreeable. Not staying over's a bit inconvenient, but you're probably right, so I'll accept it. Cool. But moving back and forth will get annoying. Yeah, true. So I have a proposal. Her eyes light up as she holds up a finger. I recognize that look. It's the same vibe as when she forced me to use first names, no arguing with her now. I've got a bad feeling. I'm going to start living on my own. Not a snap decision. I've been talking it over with my family, and the other two. Okay. Canon's dad's in real estate. He's already set me up with an apartment. Canon and Mia are moving there too. It's close to the agency, so it's efficient. You're all living together. Not exactly. The apartments are all 1 LDKs, so 3 of us would be cramped. Instead, we're each getting a unit on the same floor. But there's 4 units per floor. We're only taking 3, so one's free. No way. Yup, I want you to take that last unit. Rent's probably higher than here, but I'll cover it, so no problem. Whoa, hold up. There's no way I'd pass a tenant screening. I'm just a high schooler, not like you guys. Kanon's dad will pull some strings. B, but won't Kanon and Mia mind? Some random guy they barely know on their floor. That's fine. They've already okayed it. Hi. I had you come to the studio today because Kanon and Mia wanted to check you out. To see if they're okay living near you, their verdict was no issue. I had no idea today's visit had that kind of weight. Why didn't she tell me up front? Oh, right, it wouldn't be a fair test if I knew. The hallway's hidden from outside view, so no one will see us visiting each other. We're just neighbors, so no one can complain. The units are soundproofed, so privacy's covered. Isn't this deal too perfect? Not really. Moving's a hassle, and it's just a change of address. Your lifestyle won't upgrade. Living in the same building, on the same floor, next to idols. Doesn't she realize how insane that is? Oh no, she knows it's not a perk for me, so she's framing it this way. She gets me. I can't think of a single downside. Right. Just to confirm, close to the agency means near that station, yeah. Yup. 10 minutes to the agency, 3 stops to school. Yeah, figured. Problem. Now opposite, it's too perfect. I never told Rei, but her agency's station is also the closest to Yuzuki-sensei's studio. My job. Next week, Yuzuki-sensei starts crunch time, so I'll be commuting there a lot. Same station means I can bike. That's a real win. All right, you're accepting my terms, so I'll take yours. Thank you. When do I need to prep for the move? I don't have much stuff. By next week. That's fast. Chapter 4, Reason for the Dream. Rintaro, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Doesn't look like it. Yukio, sitting in front of me, peers at my face with concern. I glance at my phone. It's just after second period ended. No memory of anything up to now means I've probably been asleep since I got to school. What's going on? You've been looking more exhausted every day lately. Started my part-time job again yesterday, and it overlapped with packing, so I've been swamped, sorry. Can I copy your notes later? That's fine, but you moving or something? Yeah, a bit of a situation. School's closer from the new place. So once I get through this, life will be easier. Got it. Guess I shouldn't swing by for a while then. Sorry about that. No worries, but maybe hit the nurse's office and rest. You still look sleepy. Nah, I've got a perfect attendance record. Don't wanna break it over this. I'll just sleep here. What are you talking about? You can't sleep if you're attending. Hi. Look, 3rd and 4th periods are home ec cooking class. Completely slipped my mind. In the home ec room, I scan the menu on the blackboard. Hamburgers, egg soup, and salad. Rice too, so it'll be pretty filling. Damn, I already brought a bento. No absences, all right, form groups of 6. Ingredients are at each station, so follow the steps I'll explain. Once your group's done, you can eat, the teacher announces. Classmates start shuffling into groups. 6 people, honestly, kinda hassle. Hey, Rintaro, wanna. Inabakun, could you join our group? Hi. A group of 5 girls calls out to Yukio beside me. Among them is Miyamoto, who's clearly been crushing on him forever. Got it, the other 4 are probably cheering her on. B-but. Go on. Even if we team up, finding 4 more's a pain, right? Well, yeah, still, I wanted to see you cook again. I'll show you next time you come over. Yeah, okay. Looking a bit down, Yukio joins the girls' group. A high school guy hesitant to join a bunch of girls, probably just him in this class. Well, me too. All right, time to find a group. I turn away from Yukio's group and scan the room. Some groups are all girls, others all guys, most already have 6. No need to panic. With 36 in the class, there's bound to be a spot somewhere. Yo, Shidu, if you're still free, wanna join us? I turn to see a dazzlingly bright face. Yusuke Kakehara, the most popular guy among second-year girls, a classic heartthrob. Rumor has it he got scouted by a modeling agency recently. We've been in the same class since first year, and my take, he's just too nice. So nice it's hard to get close. Being around him makes my flaws feel glaring. Kakehara, huh, you sure about me? Totally, we've got 5, so we just need 1 more. Cool, then I'll take you up on that. Awesome. Over here. Kakehara leads me to a table where 4 others are already seated. Found our last guy, sweet. A gentle smile comes from Azusa Nikado, the long-haired class rep. She's a classic Japanese beauty, unlike Rei's vibe. Not great at sports, but I've never seen her rank below 5th in exams. Hey, Shidu, right? Sorry, I'm still getting used to everyone's names. says Hinoka Nogi, the Gyaru with light brown hair next to her. Always pushing the loose dress code, she draws plenty of guys' stares. I don't recall seeing her name on exam rankings, so probably not a scholar, but she's athletic, always a hit during PE. Either way, now we've got an even guy-girl split. Booms Ryuji Demoto, laughing heartily. He's the biggest guy in our year, a judo club member. Definitely not someone you'd want to fight. My main impression. He's usually asleep in class. Word is he barely passed last year's exams. Kakehara, Nikaido, Nogi, Demoto, these four are at the top of the social ladder. I see them together all the time, even hanging out on weekends. Why do I know so much about them? Not stalking, it's just common knowledge among second years. They're that noticeable. A squad of good-looking people, basically. And the fifth person who was here before me. Rai Shidokan, nice to work with you. Adasaki-san. Yeah, same. Rei Adasaki. No introduction needed. She was probably invited by Kakehara. There's an unspoken rule, lower-tier folks don't approach the top dogs. Only someone at their level, like Kakehara's crew, could invite Rei, the queen bee. It's not an official rule, just a vibe that makes it hard to reach out. Okay, let's do this as a 6. Anyone good at cooking? Kakehara asks, naturally taking the lead. No hands go up. I'm confident in my skills, but I'm not raising my hand. In class, it's about staying balanced, not too showy. I figure I'll wait a beat, then say, I'm not bad, but I wouldn't say I'm great, to avoid looking useless. Also, Rei, quit glaring at me like hurry up and raise it. Oh, I've made hamburgers before. Not like it's my specialty, though, Nikaido says. As expected of Azurin, those cookies you brought last time were so good I was shocked. Nogi chimes in. You're exaggerating, Hinoka. No way. Those cookies screamed, future perfect wife. I'm calling it. Stop it. Girls banter, huh? Kinda hard to keep up. I play along with a fake chuckle and cautiously raise my hand. I can do the basics, I think. Not totally clueless. Sweet, that helps. I'm not terrible, but I've only ever helped out. How about Azusa and Shidu take the lead? Hinoka and Ryuji? Kakehara trails off, giving them an uncertain look. Don't give us that no-faith face, Nogi snaps. Yeah, man, sure, we're eaters, not cooks, but don't write us off, Demoto adds. I'm way better than you, Ryuji, Nogi retorts. Liar. You were pissed about burning your hair at Valentine's last year. That was a one-time thing. Weren't these two in the same class last year? Explains the vibe. Forget those two, Adasaki-san, how about you? Kakehara asks. Me. I barely ever. Crap, before I can stop myself, I blurt out. Oh, right. Adasaki-san makes her own bentos, yeah? That's wild, must be tough every morning. Why, yeah, I make my bentos, Rei says, so you can cook. No need to be shy. I lock eyes with her, willing her not to slip up. She catches on, nodding subtly to me. But I'm not that confident with hamburgers. Got it, let's stick with Shidu and Azusa leading then. Adasaki-san, mind helping them out? Okay. We split up per Kakehara's instructions. Nikaido and I handle the hamburgers as the experienced cooks, while Rei and Kakehara take soup and rice. Nogi and Demoto get the no-fire salad for now. The plan, Nikaido and I finish the hamburger prep fast, then help anyone struggling. Solid division of labor. Not sure if Kakehara realizes it, but he's got serious leader vibes. You're really good at this, Shidu-kun, Nikaido says. Huh. Your onion dicing's so neat, it surprised me. I glance at my cutting board. The onions aren't perfectly uniform, but you'd need a close look to notice. Years of practice made it second nature, I didn't even think about it. I kinda like prepping ingredients. Guess I've practiced a bit. Nice, I'm still bad at chopping, see. Her onions are not great. Not awful, but she seems self-conscious about it. Don't sweat it. They're small enough, and once they're in the hamburger, no one'll notice. You think. Unless you're running a restaurant, cooking's just about tasting good. If you and whoever's eating like it, that's enough. Plus, tailoring it to someone's tastes is kind of fun. The sound of her knife stops. I look up, curious, and find her staring at me, shocked. What's up? Oh, I didn't know you could make such a kind face, Shidu-kun. Hi. I'm always aiming for the nice guy look. You usually seem like you're just going along with everyone, but that felt really genuine. Did it? Sorry. Didn't mean to stare. No, it's fine. Guess she's class rep for a reason. She's picked up on my blend and act, even without proof. It's not like being seen through bothers me. I only hide my real self because opening up to strangers feels risky. With someone like Yukio, where trust is mutual, I don't mind being honest. Still, your skills are so impressive. Did your mom teach you? A sharp pain shoots through my fingertip. Looks like I nicked myself with the knife. I stare at it, oddly detached, like it's someone else's hand. You okay? Nikaido gasps. Yeah, no problem. I laugh at myself inwardly. What a rookie mistake. Haven't done this in years, and now here, I'm a bit dazed as the rest of the group notices and gathers around. Shidu, what happened? Kakehara asks. Sorry, Kakehara, cut my finger a bit. You good, head to the nurse. We've got this. All right, I'll be back quick. I tell the teacher, leave the room, and catch Nikaido's guilty look on my way out, lowering my eyes. All done. Not too deep, disinfectant and a bandage will do. Avoid water for a bit. It'll sting, Nurse Mizuhashi says. Got it, sorry for the trouble. It's my job, back to class okay. I step into the hallway, grimacing at the bandaged finger. Didn't think a word could shake me like that. Nikaido didn't mean any harm. This is my mental baggage. Getting rattled by a trigger word? Kinda pathetic. Feeling low, I open the home ec room door. As I rejoin Kakehara's group, they swarm me with worried faces. Shidu, how's it looking? Kakehara asks. No big deal, but I was told to avoid water, so I can't help much more, sorry. No worries. Azusa's got the hamburgers ready to cook, so we're good. The rest, probably fine. He glances nervously at Nogi and Demoto, who both flash thumbs-ups. His even more nervous look confirms these two aren't trusted today. Yeah, I don't feel reassured either. Sorry, Shidu-kun, I shouldn't have talked while you were cutting, Nikaido says. My fault for not paying attention. Sorry for leaving you to prep alone. No. I just did what I had to. I glance at Rei. She looks worried, but there's confusion in her eyes. She's never seen me mess up before, probably threw her off. I check the hamburger mix Nikaido prepared. It's got breadcrumbs and egg, no obvious issues. Shape it, cook it, and it'll be fine. Shidu, hate to dump grunt work on you, but could you handle trash or setting plates? Kakehara asks. Honestly, let me do at least that. Can't cook so. Cool's you're on. Smart guy knew I'd feel guilty just eating, so he gave me something to do. Being this considerate, no wonder he's so popular. Despite the hiccup, our group finishes third overall. Hamburgers, egg soup, salad, and rice line the table, all solid home-cooked dishes. Let's eat. We dig in together. Yup, tasty. The hamburgers are well cooked, the soup's soothing, the salad's unevenly chopped lettuce, but it's salad. Doesn't matter, so good, especially the hamburger, Demoto exclaims. Seriously delicious. Nice one, Azurin, Nogi adds. Nikaido scratches her head, embarrassed. No, Shidu-kun did half the work. Oh right, you're awesome too, man. Respect, Demoto says. He's loud, but it feels good to be praised. The guy's too honest to fake it, which makes it better. Messed up and slowed us down, but if I helped, I'm glad. Picking up my rice bowl with my injured hand sends a dull pain through it. I keep a smile, joining the chatter to hide it, not wanting to ruin the vibe. Their talk is peak high school, clubs, music, tests, other friends, and family. Is the pain just in my finger? Behind my smile, I ask myself. Just the finger? It's supposed to be just the finger. I tell myself that, forcing the smile wider. Glancing at my finger, I see red seeping through the bandage. The rest of the day is a blur. Afternoon classes didn't stick, can't recall what they were about, but my detailed notes say I should pat myself on the back for staying diligent. Your finger okay? Rei asks. HM? Yeah, fine. I'll swap the bandage later. Back at my place, eating dinner as usual, Rei's giving me a worried look from behind. Washing dishes stings the cut, but since the bleeding stopped, it's bearable. When I return to the table after cleaning up, Rei starts fidgeting. Checking her phone, looking around, obviously restless. I get why. Got something you want to ask? You can tell. You're fidgeting like crazy. It's about cooking class, right? Yeah, I've never seen you cut yourself before. Back when I started cooking, I nicked myself weekly. You said when I started, not anymore, right? So it felt off. I wondered if Nikaido-san said something that got to you. She's right, haven't cut myself in 2 years, partly from practice, but mostly because I stay focused. She sensed my focus slip. Rei's been watching me closer than I realized. It's not like I was mad at Nikaido or anything. My head's just weaker than I thought. I sip the coffee I brewed for after dinner and exhale. The aroma calms my shaky heart a bit. It's a lame story, but wanna hear it. Yeah, I want to know more about you. Weirdo, guess I'll indulge you. Trying to play it cool when I'm barely holding it together. That dark part of me creeps up again. Pushing it down, I start talking. It's not complicated. My dad was a workaholic, everyone said so. He was barely home, maybe a few times a year. Apparently, he even picked work over being there when I was born. It was lonely, but I wasn't miserable. As long as Mom was there. A sharp pang hits my heart. Having someone listen makes it slightly more bearable. I think I was in 5th grade, came home from school, and Mom walked out as I walked in. I'm sorry, I want to be free. Her back as she left, not turning once, still haunts my dreams. Don't go. I couldn't even say it, just stood there, watching her disappear. Guess she got tired of raising me, and fed up with Dad dumping all the housework on her. Since then, I've had a bit of an allergy to Mom's stuff. So when Nikaido asked if my mom taught me to cook, I got rattled. That's it. I see. Told you it's boring. Coffee's cold, I'll rebrew. I grab our cups and stand from the sofa. Suddenly, Ray grabs my arm, pulling me back down. She wraps her arms around mine, holding tight. I'm not going anywhere. What are you saying? Even if you tell me to leave, I won't. I won't let you feel lonely. What am I, a kindergartner? I scoff, but Ray's dead serious, staring into me. She means it. Why she's so intense about me? It feels like more than just employer and caretaker. Is that my imagination? For now, though. Thanks, Ray. I'm feeling a bit better. Good, I'm glad. Ray smiles, visibly relieved. Regaining my composure, I suddenly realize how close she is. A soft, squishy sensation presses against my arm. Well, duh, she's got my arm in a bear hug. Can't be helped. Can't be helped, but... Ray, mind letting go soon. I told you I'm not going anywhere. You don't need to cling to make that point. I'm a healthy high school guy, you know. Your weird formal tone's funny. But yeah, it's getting kinda stuffy. Sensing my desperation through my flustered words, Ray gently releases my arm. Close call. My heart nearly exploded, completely unrelated to everything else. Oh, while we're at it, I mentioned wanting to be a stay-at-home husband before, right? Yeah, I heard. That dream started after my mom left. I can't bring myself to like her, but I can't stand my dad either. He neglected us completely. I decided I'd never live like him, so I aimed for the total opposite. For some reason, I felt like sharing more. Ray listens quietly as I ramble, and it soothes me. You said you respect people who chase their dreams, no matter what. Sorry mine's rooted in something so petty. The trigger for a dream doesn't matter. It's about whether it keeps you going. If that experience drives you toward it, that's enough. You and your fancy logic can't even argue back. Speaking of which, a question pops into my head. You said being an idol was your childhood dream. Was there, like, a specific reason you went for it? A reason? Yeah, something that made you think, I want to be an idol because of this. The reason was a boy who made me smile when I was little. Made you smile? Yeah. He's still my idol to this day. I admired him and wanted to make others smile too. Around then, I saw idols on TV singing to huge crowds and got hooked. Realizing you actually achieved that dream. Yeah, you're superhuman. Am I? Most people ditch their childhood dreams ages ago. Including me, I can barely remember what mine even were. Dreams are amazing. They keep you pushing forward, even when things get tough. Now you're sounding all idol-like. Gotta show that side sometimes. Don't you dare say that in public. Her deadpan wait, she might not even mean it as a joke, catches me off guard, and I burst out laughing. Outside of Yuzuki-sensei, the only other person who gets me laughing like this is Yukio. Guess I've opened up to Ray more than I realized. Starting today, I feel like those bad dreams might finally stop. Chapter 5. Moving and party. The move's finally done. It was right around the start of the rainy season, so the rain made things a bit tricky. But thanks to the movers, all my furniture made it to the new place unscathed and pristine. Seriously nice spot you moved into, Rintaro, says Yuzuki Ikimiko-sensei, my part-time employer, as she looks around the room. Since she'd been covering the rent for my old place, I couldn't not tell her about the move. And I've already filled her in on why it happened. Still, getting an idol to foot the bill, I knew she went to your school, but I never thought you'd cross paths. Seeing her in person, she's gorgeous. I'm flattered, Yuzuki-sensei, Rei says, bowing slightly beside me. Today's the meet and greet for my two bosses. When I told Rei about working under Yuzuki-sensei, she insisted on saying hi. There's always a risk of our arrangement leaking, but Yuzuki-sensei's a public figure herself, and family, sort of. With that trust, we ended up spilling everything. Side note, Rei's a huge fan of Yuzuki Ikamiko's work, which is why she strong-armed me into setting this up. But Arasaki-san, you've got a good eye. Rintaro's got a sharp tongue sometimes, but he's a natural at looking out for people, nails housework, and his face isn't half bad. Back in elementary school, he was a total chick magnet. Yuzuki-sensei, that's a bit much, I say, managing a wry smile. The more she hypes me up, the more awkward it gets. Embarrassment's part of it, sure, but it's mostly just itchy. Elementary school, you were popular? Rei asks. Don't dig into that. Back then, being decent at sports got you attention. I did get along with girls a lot in elementary thanks to sports. But by middle school, my athletic edge dulled, and I blended into the crowd. After Mom left, I didn't feel like getting close to girls anyway, no girlfriend to this day. Heh heh heh, curious about Rintaro's girl stories, Arasaki-san? Yuzuki-sensei teases. Why yes, Rei nods eagerly. Alrighty then, let's start from when he entered kindergarten. Ridiculous. Ignoring their escalating chatter, I head to the kitchen to brew coffee. The kitchen's a big upgrade from the old place. 3 burners instead of 2, already a win. I splurged on a new microwave, rice cooker, and oven for the occasion. Kept my trusty knives and pans, but swapped out the appliances. Here, coffee. Womanizer Rintaro, Rei mutters. Rei, I don't know what she told you, but most of it's probably lies. I've never made a girl cry, for one. Not lies. When everyone was against me becoming a mangaka, Rintaro was the only one cheering me on. Himiko-nichan can totally do it, he said. It made me cry. Yuzuki-sensei protests. Your story, huh? I vaguely recall that. 2nd grade me cheering on a high school Yuzuki-sensei. No clue what I based it on back then, probably just loved her art and ran with it. If that kid me helped her become a mangaka, I'm a little proud. Phew, I'm so glad you didn't quit the job, Rintaro. You're good at it, bring snacks when I'm struggling, brew coffee like this when I need it, you're kinda indispensable. That's an exaggeration. No, it's not, the other assistants say the same. I'm not letting Arasaki-san hog you. She shoots Rei a playful glare, then turns to me. You're good now, right, Rintaro? Yeah, I'm fine, Himiko-nichan. Cool, all good then. Her question carries layers. As family, she knows my home situation inside out. My upbeat reply seems to ease her mind a bit. So, Arasaki-san, take care of him, yeah? Not too worried, though, he's a solid cousin. Yes, understood, Yuzuki-sensei. What's up? Could I get your autograph? Rei nervously pulls out a shikishi board and pen. She's a legit superfan, rarely this fidgety. Sure, I'll give you as many as you want. Oh, how about you give me yours too? A trade. Really, I'd love that. Right before my eyes, a top idol and a best-selling mangaka swap autographs. I forget sometimes cause I'm so used to them, but these two aren't people regular folks can just meet. Moments like this remind me how lucky I am. Heh, gonna display this at work. See ya, Rintaro, Arasaki-san. Thanks for coming despite your schedule. Catch you at work. Yep. Counting on you, my dear cousin. With an adorably awkward wink, Yuzuki-sensei leaves. Just me, the room's owner, and Rei, clutching her signed shikishi, remain. You're really into her stuff, huh? Yeah. It's shonen, but the emotions are so beautifully drawn, fiery yet delicate. I read it during commutes or breaks, bought it in print and digital. Cool. I'm just an assistant, not the writer or character creator, but hearing her praise Yuzuki-sensei's work feels good, like it's partly mine. To me, away from my parents, she's a boss and a big sister rolled into one. Her sloppy side's not my imagination, but I respect her all the same. Didn't peg you for a shonen manga fan, though. Not just shonen, I love manga in general. It moves people's hearts, like music or dance. Sometimes a story sparks song ideas. That's how it works. Now that I think about it, Yuzuki-sensei is always reading something when she's free. It's research, she says. Maybe that's why she tells me to at least keep up with trends. You don't read much manga, Rintaro. I do, but just the big hits. Any spare cash went to savings. Then I'll lend you my favorites later. Bet you'll like some. Sweet thanks, if I do I'll buy 'em myself. Before I know it, it's evening. Summer's near, so the sun's still up but dinner time's creeping in. Guess I'll start prepping. Need help? Nah, sorry, but let me handle this one solo. New kitchen's got me hyped. Fair enough, it's all yours. Got it. I grab the apron off the sofa and head to the kitchen. Today's the housewarming party the Milfoil Stars trio planned. They were gonna order takeout, but since I joined the move, I'm cooking. Stocked up on ingredients just for this. I'm weirdly excited for the new kitchen's debut. I slice into the ingredients on the cutting board. Got carried away, bought meat and seafood. Added some rare veggies too. The supermarket clerk probably clocked my feast vibes. Humming, I lay salmon, scallops, julienne carrots, onions, and shimji mushrooms on foil, topping it with butter and soy sauce. Wrap it up, pop it in the oven. Next, I sauté seafood with minced onions and garlic in a pan. When the squid gets a light char and the onions turn translucent, I add crushed tomatoes, simmering to reduce the liquid. Toss in shrimp and clams, then water, salt, and saffron for a broth. Once the seafood flavor seeps out, I remove the bigger pieces, soak uncooked rice in the broth, and let it cook down paella done. While that's going, I prep a lettuce-heavy salad. Then I start grilling spare ribs I'd marinated earlier, diluting the sauce with water, simmering a bit, and plating. 4 dishes down. For a 5th, I chop bacon and onions, boil them, and add consommé, simple soup done. Feeling good about this lineup. Might have overdone it, but Ray's bottomless stomach should handle the excess. You just thought something rude, didn't you? Haha, what are you on about, Ray? No way. Really? What is she psychic? I play it cool and finish up. Add lemon to the paella, season the soup and ribs with salt and pepper. Check the foil bake, salmon flakes perfectly, plate it. All right, good enough. Taste tested, nothing more to tweak. Right then the intercom buzzes, the other 2 are here. Ray, let 'em in. Got it. While Ray handles them, I set the food on the table by the sofa. 4 plates, glasses for drinks, nailed it. Pride swells up, I almost fist pump. Slippers shuffle from the entrance. Rintaro, we're here, Canon calls. Pardon the intrusion, Mia adds. Seeing them in the living room, I catch my breath. Canon's in an off-shoulder tee and ripped jeans. Her usually tied-up hair's down, giving her a mature edge. Mia's got a sleeveless top under a thin hoodie, paired with hot pants. Her toned thighs are on full display, hard to know where to look. Same shock as seeing Ray's casual clothes or practice gear. Right, normal people don't get to see idols off-duty. What? Staring 'cause my casual looks got you swooning? Canon teases. Up until a second ago. Huh, why? Why'd you stop? That's why, though I keep it to myself. She wouldn't change anyway. Smells amazing. Did you make everything on the table, Rintaro-kun? Mia asks. Yeah. Got too excited with the new kitchen, might have overdone it. Overdoing it's fine. No practice today since it's an off day, but we've got stamina to spare. I'd say we out-eat most sports clubs. No issue then. Wash up and grab a seat, let's eat before it gets cold. Ray included, they wash their hands and settle on the sofa. I pull over a chair from my desk and sit across. You said you'd cook, so I brought something to nibble, macarons, super popular by the station, Canon says, placing a cute paper bag on the table. Macarons aren't exactly nibble food in my book. Shouldn't that be chips or chocolate? Same vibe here. Got a cream puff assortment, could you chill these for later? Mia adds, setting down a fancy box. These guys and their pricey picks, calling this nibble stuff is so out of touch. I brought drinks. 100% Wakayama Mikan juice, Ray says, pulling 2 bottles from my fridge and lining them up with the rest. I'd checked the price earlier, way fancier than I'd guessed. Since it's a party, how about a toast with Ray's juice? I'll pour, Mia offers. She fills our glasses evenly. We raise them, clinking the rims together. Cheers. Cheers. My cheers. A cheers. The glass clinks echo through the room. The Mikan juice is rich, sweet tart in a way that makes me question every juice I've had before. Wait, you made this paella too, Rintaro? Canon asks. Yeah. I'm so outclassed. You don't cook. I can. With a little brother and sister at home, I helped my parents with simple stuff. Haven't cooked once since becoming an idol, though too busy. If you can, that's good enough. Not at this level like a restaurant, it's so good. Thanks. Makes it worth the effort. Her honest praise warms me up, and I dig back into my food. Seriously, I'd pat myself on the back, delicious. The paella's soaked in seafood flavor, the salmon foil bakes irresistible, the spare ribs melt in your mouth. Yep, gotta be jealous of Ray. You get this every day, Mia says. Yeah, part of the deal, Ray replies. So jealous, lend him to me sometimes. No, Rintaro's mine. Stingy. Not stingy. What are they even on about? Also, I don't recall being Ray's. I'll let it slide for now. But Rintaro-kun, what do you think? Instead of just Ray's place, how about coming to mine too? Mia asks. Sorry, gonna pass. You give me worse vibes than Ray. Awa, I wouldn't do anything weird. Then wipe that smirk off. That scheming grin screams trouble. I don't dislike Mia, but unlike Ray, I can't read her, she's tricky. Something about her says bad news. But if we're all heading back here anyway, why eat separately? Whether it's your cooking or not, Kanon points out. True, Ray nods, she's not wrong. Living on the same floor, coming home together, then eating alone in our rooms feels lonely. Wouldn't matter with strangers, but these three are tight even off stage. Adding 2 more portions wouldn't kill me. But Ray pays me to cook for her, making yours for free would be unfair, I say. Yeah, fair, Kanon sighs. More food just means more dishes, barely a hassle. Less worry about leftovers is a plus. Still, Ray's shelling out about 150,000 yen for rent, utilities, and ingredients. I'd rather not serve others for free without matching compensation, though occasional treats like today are fine. I get Rintaro's point, but what about you, Mia? Kanon asks. I agree he's right. How about this? When Kanon or I want your food, we bring the ingredients? Mia suggests. Not a bad idea. I glance at Ray. Yeah, that works. As long as I get Rintaro's food, I'm good, she says. What about you, Rintaro-kun? Mia asks. I nod without much thought. If Ray's cool with it, my effort's the same. Bring whatever you like. You're both so chill, thanks. I might take you up on that regularly, Mia says. They're not the type to barge in daily, though. Idle life or not, they've got manners. Funny thing, Kanon, the youngest looking, might be the most level-headed. Maybe from growing up with siblings. Live's just a month away, huh? Time flies, Kanon says. A month, early July then, I note. Hope it's not too hot. Sweaty makeup's a pain, she grumbles. Last one was New Year's, right? What? You remembered. You acted so uninterested when we met, Kanon says. Seeing your practice up close kinda forced me to care. Realized again how awesome that was. Milsta does 3 big lives a year, summer, fall, winter, debuting seasonal songs each time, apparently. Venues are always packed, tickets a brutal lottery, selling out instantly. Like Kanon said, scalpers still hawk them at insane prices, legal or not. Rintaro, wanna come to the next live? Ray asks. The 2nd anniversary one, right? I'd love to, but I'm not betting on winning tickets. It's fine. We've got VIP passes. That's okay. You're VIP now. If I say so, it's no problem. Technically true, I guess. We get a limited number of personal invites, but even as big as we've gotten in 2 years, we don't have enough industry friends to use them all. Always some leftover, Mia explains. Why not invite family or school friends? We do family when they're free, but school friends? Inviting some and not others looks like favoritism. Causes drama, she says. Yeah, makes sense. Can't invite the whole school. Picking a few risks jealousy, better to skip it. Same for me. Got some flirty newbie actors circling, but inviting them might give them the wrong idea, Kanon adds. What's with that reaction? Just guys hit on you too, huh? Rude. With this cuteness, it'd be weirder if they didn't. She stands in front of me, indignant. Sure, she's the cutest of Milsta. Ray and Mia lean more striking than cute. But her desperate face kinda ruins it. Kanon's cuter when she's quiet, Ray says. What? What's that mean, Ray? I'm adorable even talking. Don't me. If you guys don't agree, what do I cling to? She's practically a cartoon character, perfect for teasing. Oh, right, we had a movie for all 4 of us, Ray says suddenly, pulling a DVD from her bag. She rented it old school style. Sadako of Juon, Ray, what's this? Mia asks. Horror movie. I get that, but... I feel Mia's confusion. The B-movie vibe is strong, words fail me. Kanon, Mia, and I exchange looks, sensing the awkwardness. Saw it on a streaming site ages ago and got curious. I'm bad with horror, so I'd rather watch with everyone, Ray says. Well, munching together might make it fun, maybe? Canon says, choosing her words carefully. Watching stuff with friends does hit different than solo. Plus, shooting down something Ray went out of her way to rent felt mean. Rintaro-kun, ready to tough it out? Mia asks. Should I whip up some finger food? No way, if even one of us steps away, Ray'll freak, Mia says, grabbing my arm with a smile. No escape. I turn to Ray, resigned. All right, 4 of us it is. Thanks everyone, here goes. Ray pops the DVD into the gaming console under my TV. A multitasking champ, it starts streaming the 2-hour slog, likely a battle against sleep, across the screen. An hour in, lights dimmed, I stare at the mostly dark footage, zoning out. It's about a cursed house where a black-haired ghost drags people into a TV. A blatant ripoff with zero respect for the original, some might love this trash. Not me, Sue. Glancing at the sofa, Ray and Canon are out cold, breathing evenly. Mia's fine, she's a victim here. But Ray, unacceptable. You picked this, why are you asleep? Isai. With the instigator down, anyone say stop it. Why don't I? Rintaro-kun don't leave, Mia whimpers, clinging to me. Every time I shift, she tugs my arm, pinning me. Deja vu much. Her grip so tight her chest presses against my elbow. She's more Japanese in build than Ray, but still plenty curvy, firm rather than soft. So I'm staying zen. I'm not trying to catch a case at this age. Didn't peg you for a horror wimp, I say. I've never watched much of this stuff. No tolerance, huh? This low-tier flick might have been a blessing, anything scarier, and she'd be out cold. You okay, Rintaro-kun? Me? Yeah, I'm used to this crap. My bestie Yukio's obsessed with B-movies. He'd rent obscure stuff and drag me into watch parties. He'd ramble post-movie, I'd tune out. He knows, but can't stop himself. 1 more hour. Hang in there. Okay. Her grip tightens. That amps up the elbow sensation, but I steel myself through it. Our weird, painful hour begins. Section, phew, didn't expect them to drop a grenade in the well and blow it all up. Kinda fun, huh, Mia says. Yeah. An hour flies by faster than you'd think. End credits roll. Surprisingly, Mia liked it. She'd get along with Yukio over drinks if we weren't underage. Me, burnt out. Fought off primal urges with sheer willpower, barely winning. Finally get what battling yourself means. The other 2, still out. Sleeping like babies, I mutter. Such peaceful faces, I almost want to prank them, Mia says. Tempting, but it's a party, so I'll let it slide. Thought about writing meat on their foreheads, but the guilt of defacing idols stopped me. It's past midnight now. Should wake them before they ache, so I start to call out. Maybe don't wake them yet, Mia cuts in. Why not? Can't let them crash here. Then carry them to your bed and let them rest. I want to keep talking, just us. Her narrowed eyes lock on me, cat-like, and a bad feeling hits hard. Still, I feel like I need to get to know this girl better. As long as I'm living here, avoiding her forever isn't an option. All right, let's talk a bit. That's more like it. Sighing, I carry Ray and Canon to the bedroom. The slightly oversized bed I got for comfort pays off. 2 women fit with a little room to spare. I drape a thin blanket over them so they don't get cold and head back to the living room. No need to be so on edge. I'm not out to get you, Mia says. We'll see. I'll be the judge of that. Fair enough. But honestly, I don't mean you any harm. I meet her gaze. Her eyes are startlingly earnest, and for a moment I'm at a loss for words. Okay, sorry for acting suspicious. So, what's on your mind? I actually wanted to thank you. Thank me. Yeah, for being there for Ray. I tilt my head. Noticing my confusion, Mia elaborates. Ray's always been super intense. The type to push herself to the limit for this idol gig. Yeah, I can see that. Right, but since she started this thing with you, it's gotten better. Has she ever mentioned anything to you about switching on and off? A little. She said she's only off with you guys and at my place. Notice anything weird about that? Her own house, her family home, isn't on that list. Exactly. I'd heard her parents were barely around. The Adesaki family's well off, probably prestigious. Before being an idol, Ray might have had to uphold her role as the Adesaki daughter at home. That's not off. Until now, the only time she could relax was with the 3 of us. Then you came along and added another spot. You only know the Ray after she started hanging with you, but she smiles a lot more now, you know. That's an honor. You mean that? Yeah, I do. I respect Ray. Being one of her safe spots, that's kinda cool. I'm not going anywhere. I recall Ray saying that. As long as she means it, I won't pull away either. Plus, if I can't support one woman, dreaming of being a stay-at-home husband is a pipe dream. Respect, huh, that's it, Mia prods. What's that supposed to mean? I mean, you don't love her. Her lips quirk up slightly. The serious vibe evaporates and she's back to her usual self. Love, huh, I like her, sure, but love's different. I've decided I'll only love one woman in my life. Whoa, what's with that? It's weirdly macho. Once I fall for someone, I won't look elsewhere. That's why I'm picky about who that one is. I can't feel that for someone I've known a month. I can't rule out falling for her after 6 months, a year, but right now, I'm not in love. Sorry for the boring answer. No, it's helpful to me. Huh. Means I've still got a shot, right? She licks her lips and smirks. Oh, kidding. Sensing my shock, she steps back and winks playfully. Disappointed. Ha, more like relieved. If you were serious, I'd never escape. You get it, I'm sneaky, wouldn't let you slip away. Not sneaky, it's obvious. Too tired to call her out, I let it slide. Anyway, if we dated, some fans would lose it. Even secretly, the risk outweighs everything, she adds. You and I might be more alike than I thought. Oh, that's flattering. More than the perk of being close to an idol, I fixate on the fallout if it got out, just like her. In the end, we're both scared of breaking something. Guess I'll head out. Late nights are skin's worst enemy, she says. All right, take care. Well, it's not like it's far. Heh, true, need help cleaning. Nah, I've got it. Anything kitchen-related, I can't relax unless I handle it myself. You're pretty intense, too. I'll take the offer then. Thanks for the awesome food. Mia grabs her stuff, waves casually, and leaves. Now, to wake the sleepers. I head to the bedroom and approach the bed where Ray and Canon are out. Canon, your sleeping forms a disaster. Her legs sprawled over Ray, I sigh. Time to wake them. Hey, you two, back to your rooms now. Morning already, Canon mumbles. Midnight. Go crash again at home. Okay. She stumbles up and wobbles out, bumping walls but making it to the hall. Might check later, could be passed out. Come on, Ray. Unlike Canon, Ray rises obediently, glances at me and leaves. Alone again, I grab the empty paella, soup, and rib dishes and head to the sink. Soak the greasy ones in warm water, scrub the rest with sponge and soap. Lost in dishwashing for a few minutes, a weird feeling hits. Ray went back awful easy. Saying it aloud clicks the oddity. She wasn't groggy. Normally, she's as dazed as Canon waking up, but her steps were steady. Not like she slept long, probably not deep sleep. I don't dwell on it, finishing the dishes in silence. Section, chatter and classy music fill my ears. Looking down, I see tiny shoes. Oh, it's a dream. These are my elementary school clothes, too small for high school me. One of those dreams where you know it's a dream. The scenery warps. I recognize this place. A networking party for big companies. I tagged along with Dad, invited by some firm. Hey, is that Shidu-san's kid? Yeah, pretty much. Dad's talking to some guy next to me. Their faces are hazy, indistinct. And that's Sans. Yep, my pride and joy. The scenery and their words blur. Guess this memory's fuzzy for me. Go on, Ray, say hi. A girl called Ray steps forward. Golden hair, bluish eyes. My age, maybe, doll-like cuteness. Ray, nice to meet you. Her face feels familiar, but trying to connect it thickens the haze, blocking my thoughts. Dad, she's really cute. My mouth moves on its own. Right, I was hyped to see Dad after so long, that's coming back. Yeah, she is. As expected of Shidu Group's heir, good eye. Thanks, I guess. Dad nudges me toward Ray. I've got work talk with him, you're free to roam. Huh, can I stay with you? You'd just be bored. Huh, same old Dad, even in dreams. Mind if I leave Ray with him? They can play around here. Meeting Ray's eyes, I catch her anxious look and feel I've gotta do something. I step closer and grab her hand. Let's go. Okay. I pull her along, her confusion trailing. The venue's packed with elite execs, fancy buffet food everywhere. I grab stuff I liked and offer it to her. This cake's awesome, wanna try? Oh. She takes the plate but just stares. Don't like it. And no, it's not that. Dad says sweets cause cavities, so I shouldn't. That's such a waste. All this tasty stuff. But, Ray-chan, do you want to eat it or not? She frowns, troubled. After a moment she speaks. I want to. Then let's sneak it. I scan around, nobody's watching. Crouching by a table, I lift the cloth. Over here. Okay. We duck under a kid-only hideout. Excited, I hand her the cake again. Brush your teeth after sweets, and you won't get cavities. Really? Trust me. Looking at me, she steels herself and takes a bite. Her face lights up so bright it dazzles me. It's delicious. Right, hang on, I'll grab more. Until Dad found us, I kept fetching her food. Why'd I try so hard? Oh, her smile when she ate something good. I wanted to see more. Good food makes people smile. Making someone happy felt amazing, I craved it. A childhood dream I'd forgotten. Remembering now, I wanted to make people smile just like her. Chapter 6. Aquarium Date. I had a strange dream. I think it was about some party from way back, but after waking up, I forgot most of it. Still, it felt like a really important memory. Getting out of bed, I head to the washing machine. I toss in the pile of clothes, set it for an hour. Sipping morning coffee to kill time, I hang the laundry on the balcony once it's done. My first wash in this place, but years of routine keep it smooth. It's Sunday, yet Ray and the others aren't here. They're filming a live announcement show, won't be back till evening. Lunch is provided at the studio, so I've got no work till then. Inside the apartment anyway. I've got a last-minute assistant gig with Yuzuki-sensei. All right. Hanging the last t-shirt, I leave. I hop on my bike, barely used before the move, and head to her workspace. The best perk of moving. No train, just a ride to work. Locking the bike downstairs, I step inside. Only Yuzuki-sensei's shoes at the entrance. Other assistants aren't here yet. Oh, she doesn't live here. To offset her lack of exercise, she rents this place within walking distance from home. Also, she's a slob, so I clean it monthly-ish. Each time, I'm impressed by how she trashes it. Morning, Yuzuki-sensei. Oh, Rintaro. Sorry for dragging you in on a rare high school weekend. Ray's at work too, so I was free. Worked out. What's first? Need you on solid fills. This month's got comic work, plus a limited short story. That'll tighten the schedule. Right. They said fewer pages are fine, but I still need to hustle. This month's draft isn't even done. Tackling that and another story might be a May-level crunch. Let's do this. I'll help as much as I can. Rintaro, you're too nice, I'll bump your pay. Counting on it. It's just before 9 a.m. by 9. The other assistants will roll in. Till then, I've gotta push ahead, slower than the pros aiming to live off manga. I can't match their skill. Oh, Rintaro, take these. Hi. She drops 2 tickets on my desk. Aquarium free passes, looks like. Why do you have aquarium tickets? One of the assistants got dumped. Planned to go with her but couldn't face it alone, so she gave them to me. I've got no one to go with either, so they were just sitting there. But you could take Atasaki-san, right? Maybe I'm free, but her schedule's insane. Might go to waste. Just ask. If she can't, give them to a school friend. Oh, fair. I tuck them into my wallet. I'll try Ray first, like she said. If no go, Yukio can have them. Why not invite Yukio myself? I hate the you're my backup vibe. Feels like saying their second choice, rather not ask at all. First date, Rintaro? Heh. Tell me how it goes. Teasing me when you've never dated. Kinda lame, sensei. You just said the one thing you shouldn't. The never dated ever mangaka's wail echoes through the room. Section. Finishing the temp assistant gig that night, I stir Japanese-style curry, careful not to burn it, while mulling over the aquarium tickets. No matter how you spin it, this looks like a date invite. Guy asking a girl to the aquarium. Alone, Mia's weird question yesterday has me overthinking. I don't mean it that way, but I'm oddly tense. I'm back. The door opens, and Ray steps into the living room. Technically not her place, but I'm back and welcome home feel too natural now. Hey, welcome back. Curry today. Yeah, tweak the Japanese-style one from before. Changed up the ingredients, let me know what you think. Okay. Ray's voice perks up as she washes her hands. I plate rice, ladle on the curry, and set it on the table. Spices and dashi blend into an appetite-stirring aroma distinct from usual curry. Itadakimasu. Scooping it up, the flavor hits stronger than the smell. Yep, nailed it. Exhaustion from work's boosting my hunger, but even without that, it's damn good. New favorite for sure. Delicious, different from usual. Glad you like it. Looked up some tips online, but mostly winged it. Ray goes for 2 more helpings, reducing the hefty pot to 1 serving left, and dinner wraps up. Sipping post-meal coffee as usual, we zone out to the TV. When's that show you filmed airing? About 2 weeks. Huh. Chatting idly, I glance at the time. Good enough. I pull a ticket from my pocket and set it in front of Ray. Rintaro, what's this? Aquarium ticket. Yuzuki-sensei gave it to me, said we should go. You've been wiped from practice, thought it'd be a nice break. Ray stares between me and the ticket, stunned. Not a great vibe. Well, an idol with a guy at the aquarium's risky, huh? If I had another, I could have given all 3 of you a set. Just a long shot, if it's tough, say no. Ika. Huh. I'll go. Definitely with you. She leans forward, voice loud and firm, startling me back. Oh, cool. I'll disguise myself, stay low-key. Next Saturday's free, perfect. G got it. Saturday works. And just like that, our aquarium date's locked in. Section, so here I am, set to head out with Ray. What do I do? Muttering alone, I realize I've never gone out with a girl one-on-one. 1 hour till we meet. No outfit picked, I'm panicking in front of my closet. Can't embarrass Ray out there. No sloppy look, but that's obvious. 2 flashies out too. She's disguising herself, me standing out would draw eyes. More eyes, higher chance her cover's blown, no matter the getup. Safe and subtle's the move. I settle on jeans, a black tee, a cheap necklace for a touch, and head out. Mirror check, textbook safe. Meeting spots the station plaza. Same building, so why not leave together? If paparazzi catch us exiting, renting the whole floor for scandal proofing's wasted. Overcautious? Maybe. Too late once it happens. Summer's creeping in, warm enough to sweat if I'm not careful. I reach the plaza. A quirky statue marks the usual meetup spot. We're using it too, but that her. A woman in a big hat and sunglasses stands by the statue. Knowing it's Ray, I can tell just barely, thanks to her thorough disguise. Yo, kept you waiting. No, been here less than 5 minutes. Cool, no rush, but let's roll. Yeah. Excited. We don't hit the station, instead, we hop into a waiting taxi. Train's a no-go, too many random eyes. After an hour-ish ride, we arrive at a well-known local aquarium. Sunday crowds heavy with families. Kinda late to say, but I've barely been to aquariums, Ray admits. Really? Same here, though. Dad and Mom were always busy, never came together. Elementary field trip was my first and last. Exact same for me. Only difference, Mom took me once. Looking back, maybe guilt for leaving me drove her. So today's extra special. Thanks for inviting me, Rintaro. You're welcome. The aquarium wasn't a great memory, but with Ray, it might be fun. We flash the tickets at the desk and head in. Dim halls, lit to highlight tanks on both sides. Fish swim in a dreamy glow, total vibe. Rintaro, such a cute fish. Clownfish, says here. Think I saw a movie with one as the star. What about this? Seahorse. Ray's eyes sparkle, darting around. She's loving it, gotta thank Yuzuki-sensei later. Rintaro, there's a dolphin show. Her voice bounces as she grabs my hand. A sign ahead lists showtimes. Perfect, 10 minutes from now. I have to see it. Sure. Off the main path, but let's go. We detour outside. The dolphin show's packed, we join the entry line. Big dolphin fan. They're cute, so yeah. Well, I like all cute animals. Huh. Ray's hard to read, but deep down, she's got that girly core, reassuring somehow. Oh, looks like they're opening. All right, let's move. We file into the venue. Not sold out, but a solid crowd. We're guided to the second row from the front. Close to the pool, pretty sweet seats. Everyone. Welcome to the dolphin show. Dolphins might splash water when they jump, so clothes could get wet. If that's not your thing, please move back, a staffer announces. A few front row folks retreat. 2 couples among them, girls with flawless makeup, dodging a splash disaster. Smart move from a guy's view. Rintaro, fronts open. Whoa, you want to move up? I want to see closer. But the front gets. She's already gone, starry-eyed, to the empty front row. I hesitate, then follow, can't leave her solo. If I get soaked, I'm screwed. Here we go. Enjoy the dazzling show with dolphins Michan and Kakun. A staffer in a wetsuit swims out with 2 dolphins. Their sinks flawless like they're telepathic. They build speed and leap from the water. It's so stunning I nearly cheer. Then, tragedy, they land close to the edge, sending a wave our way. I watch the splash loom, groaning internally. Told you so, it hits my chest, soaking through. Ray's splashed too, not a small amount. Then the real issue. Her thin shirt clings, her bra faintly visible underneath. Front row's a blessing, no one's facing her. No public shame here, but she doesn't notice. Ray's still gawking at the dolphins, eyes aglow. That look drains my tension. No problem now, let's wait out the show. Dragging her off would suck. The show ramps up to its finale. 2 more dolphins join mid-show, making 4 with Mi-chan and Kakun. They scatter to the pool's edges, then charge center. In perfect sequence, they leap, tracing 4 arcs in the air. Big finish, show's over. All right, let's bounce. But the trainer's still talking. We've gotta fix your look now. I grab her hand, drape my towel over her chest for a quick cover, and bolt. We duck into the gift shop. Look, you can't walk around like that. Extra cost, but grab something here. Yeah. Glancing down, she finally clocks her drenched state. Fish-printed tees line the racks. Cute, homey vibes, not ideal, but beats a see-through bra. Rintaro, let's match. It's a rare chance, let's coordinate. That's embarrassing, we're not a couple. It's a date, no good. Her logic's nonsense. But those idle puppy eyes hit hard, and I falter. I dragged her here, bumming her out feels wrong. Fine. Sighing big, I grab a blue dolphin tee. All right, but this dolphin's my only pick. Okay, I liked that one too. She snags the pink version. I nix her offer to pay for both, buy my own. Maybe lame not to cover hers as a guy, but I couldn't say yes after rejecting her. So, we've got matching dolphin tees. No changing rooms here, so we hit the toilets. On the way, she hugs her shirt, beaming, sticks with me. Am I really wearing this? In the bathroom mirror, I double-check. A blue dolphin leaps across my white tee. Cute. Undeniably cute, but whatever. Screw it, details don't matter. Ray's having fun. Today's her break, I'll go all in. Stepping out to wait by a face-and-hole photo board, Ray emerges seconds later. Same design, different color, yet she makes it work. Her unreal beauty hits again. Wait long. 5 seconds. Should have said just got here. Always wanted that. Too cheesy, can't say it. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Back to the main path. The matching tees bug me at first, but the vibrant fish distract me till it fades. Ray's joy reflecting off the tanks, I'm glad I asked her. Fun times fly. We finish the loop, landing near the entrance. Past 1 p.m. lunchish, but not quite. Hungry, though wanna grab food somewhere. Throat's dry, I'll get drinks. Hey, I'll go. No, I'll get yours too. You gave me the ticket, let me treat you. Can't argue that. She sits me on a bench and speed walks to a vending machine. Bored, I pull out my phone, killing time on a manga app. Ray's recs are favorited, reading bit by bit with free daily tickets. Love this system. If I'm hooked, I buy the volumes. No duds, saves cash, still enjoy manga. Shiru-kun. A familiar girl's voice cuts in as I open a new chapter. Looking up, it's Azusa Nikaido, our class rep. Bare shoulder tee, long skirt, mature casual vibe. She's staring, surprised. Nikaido-san. Wild running into you here. Caught off guard, my nice guy act lags, but I cover with energy. Then I remember my aquarium tee, cringe hits. Fine with Ray, but solo, I look like a giddy dork. Hey Azusa, what's up? Another voice calls. Ryuji Demoto, Hanoka Nogi, and Yusuke Kakehara, the popular crew, appear behind her. Guess they're here too. Oh Shiru, you're here too, Demoto booms. Yeah, Demoto-kun, you guys are tight as ever. Cut it out feels kinda embarrassing, you know. Demoto laughs heartily, scratching his head, looking not entirely displeased. Nogi and Kakehara step closer, their faces lighting up with surprise when they spot me. Whoa, Shiru, what a coincidence, Nogi exclaims. Didn't expect to run into you here, fate's wild, Kakehara adds. I wave back at them, sneaking a quick glance toward the vending machines where Ray went. She's still there, pacing between the rows, probably agonizing over her choice. Good. Stay there a bit longer. Still, didn't peg you for the souvenir type, Shiru, Nogi says, eyeing my shirt. Haha, nah, I buy stuff like this. At amusement parks, I'm the guy grabbing headbands, I lie. Oh, we might get along then, she chirps. I'd rather not. She's right about me, I'm not that guy, but I keep it to myself. They look fresh off the entrance, so they'll probably move on soon. Keep it low-key, ride this out. Hey, Shiru-kun, why don't we walk around together? Nikaido pipes up. Huh. I mid-forced smile when her words throw me off. I mean, meeting here's gotta mean something, right? So how about it? She stammers. Uh. Sensing my hesitation, Kakehara steps in, placing a hand on her shoulder and glancing between us. Azusa, maybe Shido's about to head out. Oh, sorry, I misread that. Nikaido blushes, flustered. I flash a reassuring grin. No worries. Phew, nice save, Kakehara. As the unofficial leader of the popular crew, my take, he reads the room like a pro. Sorry, appreciate the invite, but timing's off. Plus, I just cramp your group of 4. And no way, I'd welcome you, Shido-kun, Nikaido insists. What's her deal? She looks shocked by her own words, fidgeting with her hair. Weird girl. Azusa, don't push it. You're putting him on the spot, Kakehara interjects again. His face seems off. Am I imagining it? Nah, not my imagination. I know that look in his eyes. Jealousy. Saw it a few times in elementary school, but not since. He's probably into Nikaido. Her inviting me, a guy, set him off. It's human of him, kinda comforting, but this situation's a mess. If she keeps acting friendly, it could screw up school life unless I shut it down. No choice. Oh, sorry, my girlfriend's coming back soon. Gotta go. What? Nikaido freezes. Wait, was Kakehara's jealousy on point? Why's she dropping these flirty hints? No way, Shido's got a girlfriend? Total shocker, Nogi gasps. Haha, pretty recent thing. I dodge. Gotta pick. Oh, or we could wait and meet her, she presses. And no, she's super shy, wanna avoid that, I scramble. Aw, fair enough, I guess, Nogi relents. No way I'm showing her. My girlfriend, here is Atasaki Ray. Noga's off my back, should be safe now. Right, if that's the deal, we'll let it go, Azusa. Let's head in, Kakehara says, taking charge. Yeah, see you, Shido-kun, Nikaido mumbles. Catch you at school, I reply, waving. Dodge that bullet. Watching them head off, I exhale. Kakehara's glare's gone, solid move. Still, was Nikaido's vibe actually flirty? If so, when did she catch feelings? Our only real moment was that cooking class thing. Whatever, she thinks I'm taken now, so it's fine. They're chill, they won't blab, school life safe. Phew, but where's she at? I talked a while, but Ray's still not back. Then a presence behind me. Rintaro, that girlfriend, is it me? Ray whispers. You heard. Partway, didn't want to get close, kept my distance. Smart call, saved me. I stand, and Ray circles to my side. She's fidgety, peering up at me. Sorry, made you my girlfriend out of nowhere, had to dodge trouble. It's fine, I don't mind. Ha, glad you're not laughing at my delusions. Let's save details for outside. If they loop back, it's a hassle. Got it, let's grab food too. Great idea, your pick. Ramen. That's a guy's dump me pick, you know. No reason to say no, so I roll with it, mixed feelings aside. Today's her day, I'll go with her vibe, date norms be damned. Wait, Atasaki-san. Section, back at the station, we hit a famous ramen chain. Pork broth base, modest portions built for extra noodles. Tastes good enough without them, though. Extra noodles, please. Common up. Next to me, Ray's on her 3rd round. Her bowl's just broth, no noodles left. 3 extras mean 3 full servings down, yet her figure's still flawless. What is her stomach? Rintaro not eating. I am. Feeling outdone, I slurp mine. She hits 4, I tap out at 2. Lunch done. 2:30 p.m. too early to head back, but an awkward in-between. Date newbie, me's got no clever ideas. Rintaro, I've got somewhere I want to go. Oh yeah. Yeah, come with me. Her having a spot's perfect. I follow her into a taxi. It's a haul over an hour. We arrive, step out. Sorry for dragging you along, but I really wanted us to see this together. Before us, a massive building. Right, Nippon Budokan. Meant for martial arts, sure, but famous for concerts too. Aim for Budokan. Some chase that dream, it's that big. Why'd you want to see it? Performing here's my next goal as an idol, and that dream's almost in reach. She steps closer to it. People keep saying lately my face looks brighter. That's thanks to you. Nah, I haven't done much. Knew you'd say that, but it's true you've helped, fact. She smiles a lot more now, you know. Mia's words flash through my head. Ray's noticed too, huh? You don't have to feel indebted. I'm getting perks too. Lately, it's been kind of fun. Glad, was worried I'm burdening you too much. If you were, I'd have cut ties. I'm not that nice. You're plenty nice. Thanks. Stop embarrassing. I'm selfish at my core. I admire selfless types but can't be one. Her paying me keeps me going. Gratitude just flusters me. I shake it off, reset. Something bugging you. I look up at Budokan asking, why'd you think that? Dunno, your face looks off. Since we got here, she seemed pensive, not my imagination. Can I help? No, probably not. Got it. Won't pry then. If I can't fix it, better not know, we just stew over it. Not everything needs my nose in it. I can only do what I can. Rintaro, will you stick with me? Long as you don't ditch me, I'm with Adasaki Ray. Feeding you's kinda my joy now. Yeah. Her face lightens a touch as she looks up. If my words helped, that's cool. I'm good now. Let's head back. All right, home it is. We hop back in a taxi, retracing our route. From here on, how long can I stay by her side? Till she quits being an idol, till she gets a boyfriend, till the world finds out about us. Nothing's forever. Abandoned by blood family, I know that too well. Chapter 7. Those who suffer. A week's already passed since my date with Ray. The Milfoil Stars trio, with less than 3 weeks till they're live, have been busier than ever. Me, I'm sinking into a funk thanks to a personal event I dread creeping closer. What do? Slouched on the sofa, I dangle a school handout in front of me. It reads, Parent-Teacher-Student Conference Notice. Exactly what it sounds like. Parents, teacher, and student discussing grades, behavior, and future plans. Here's the snag, I don't have parents who'd show up. Mom's whereabouts? Unknown. Dad's swamped with work. I half ran away from his place anyway, so asking him now feels awkward. Honestly, I don't even want him there. I resent him a bit, and he probably hasn't forgiven me for not taking over the family gig. Guess it's just me and the teacher again. Whatever. I fold the conference notice and chuck it in the trash. If parents can't make it, it's a one-on-one with the teacher. Our school does this every year as first semester winds down. Last year, I went solo. Next year, probably too. Dragging my gloom, I light up my phone. 11 p.m. bedtime territory. Ray's out at some show wrap-up dinner, so we haven't crossed paths today outside school. That's throwing me off too. Spending so much time together lately, being alone makes me slack off. Gotta pull it together, Standing from the sofa to crash, my phone buzzes a message on the app. Sender. Kanon Hitori. I unlock it casually and check. Hey, can you step out to the balcony now? Sure, I guess. What's up this late? Forgot to mention the room order in this building's me, Kanon, Ray, then Mia. So if I hit the balcony... Yo, you made it. There she is, next door on hers. What's this about? Was just about to sleep. No biggie. Chatting with a super cute girl this late's a perk, right? Not interested. You call yourself a guy. Sure, I'd love some late-night girl talk youth vibes, but Kanon. Not feeling it? Wait, that's off. Kanon's a stunner. She holds her own next to Ray and Mia, top-tier gorgeous. But good looks don't auto-spark my heart, it's complicated. Oh, right. You don't give off that guy-girl vibe, so I can chill with you. That's supposed to be fine, but it's pissing me off. Ray and Mia sometimes hit me with overwhelming girl energy. Too much for a high school dude. Kanon dials it back, feeling more like a longtime buddy, all calm and easy. Whatever, it's fine, so why'd you call me out? It's not fine, no reason, just felt like talking. You're not trying to flirt bait me on purpose, are you? You wouldn't fall for it. Unlike Ray, I don't toy with guys. I don't think Ray's trying to mess with anyone either. You went on a date with Ray, right? Yeah. Got aquarium tickets from a friend, figured why not. It's been a week, and she won't shut up about it. Must have been a blast. Good to know, glad she liked it. If she's raving about it when I'm not around, it's gotta be genuine. As her first date partner, that's a relief. So, how far'd you get? Get real. Nothing to get. Really, thought Ray might be into it. True, I've caught hints of something, but it doesn't feel like romantic vibes, more different. She's got some special feeling for me, no doubt, but I can't pin down why. Well, if you date, keep it tight. I'm not losing work over your mess. Won't happen, relax. I want to protect your dreams too. I've told Ray this tons. Any scratch on Milfoil Stars rep because of me, I'd regret it forever. So even if she likes me, or I like her, no romance. But if she came at you naked, you'd waver, right? Obviously, what do you take me for? I'm just a high school guy. No, stick to your guns there. If a girl goes that far, I'm not humiliating her. Wait, Rintaro, you got a lot of experience or something. Never had a girlfriend, virgin till I die. What? So that was just bravado. We lock eyes, cracking up at the exchange. Guess I've gotten close with Kanon too. Totally different vibe, but she kinda reminds me of Yukio. So, seriously, why message me? Told you. Just felt like talking. Then it didn't have to be me. Ray's maybe asleep, but Mia's probably up. You'd spot cheating in a heartbeat, huh? Duh, didn't spend student life reading faces for nothing. That's kinda lame. Kanon dips her head, then looks up with a wry smile. Hey, can I come over anyway? Fine, I'll brew coffee. I confirm she's back inside, then step into my place. Her taste, lots of milk, light sugar, right? Kanon knocks, I let her in, sit her on the sofa, and set fresh coffee in front of her. Thanks, you're scarily on point. Nailed my prefs. Aiming for stay-at-home husband. Can't half-ass this. Normal people don't go this far. I sip my own coffee and plop next to her. Up close, she's defenseless. Oversized pink tee, shorts showing off flawless thighs. Hair down, softer than usual. What? Alone now and you're smitten. Kinda, you're quieter than normal, doesn't feel like you. Even I have moments like this. She sips, hiding a shy flush. The next live, I'm feeling some pressure. Hi. Just thought too late now, right? Yeah, it's late. She avoids my eyes. It's no joke, so facing me's tough. Didn't mention, but my family's just a regular real estate bunch. Ray's loaded, Mia's mom's a famous actress. Totally different worlds from me. Didn't know. They're both like insanely high spec. Sometimes I can't keep up. Her casual tone leaks frustration. Even I, an outsider, get it. Those two, especially Ray, who I've seen up close, are freaks. Mentality, physique, barely human. Still, you're pretty high spec yourself from where I'm sitting. Obviously. Perfect beauty here. So confident or not, pick one. I am, but I'm not. Busting my ass to not drag them down, barely hanging on. But sometimes I'm wiped. I gotcha. Now I see why she came to me. She can't tell them. Probably bottled it up alone till now. Hey, can I lean on you? Nope. A guy's supposed to say sure there. My shoulder's for my future wife only. You don't want to be her. Maybe I do. Nah, dating a guy girlier than me's a pass. Like on the balcony, she laughs loud. Next to you's weirdly chill, makes me forget I'm an idol. Aren't you not supposed to? It's fine sometimes. Hey, lend it for 5 minutes. It'll cost ya. I lean back silently. Kanon rests her head on my shoulder. She's as light as when I carried her at the housewarming. Even a loud bird like her needs a perch sometimes. Guess I'm fine being it. Your shoulder's stiff. Sorry, next time I'll pat it. That ruin it, this hardness works. Silence fills the room. No words, she doesn't need them. A stay-at-home husband reads what's wanted and delivers. 5 minutes fly by. 5 minutes is short, huh? Her head lifts. I roll my slightly stiff shoulder and check her face. Better than before. Yeah, mood's up for sure. Stretching, she stands. That odd gloom from earlier's gone, back to normal Kanon. Hey, lend it again sometime. Next time I'm charging. Stingy much. Kidding, 5 minutes anytime's fine, my limit. Your rules are a mystery. Well, I'll come back if I'm beat. Thanks, for today. With that, Kanon heads to the door. I call out to her back on impulse. Kanon, hang in there. You're awkward too, huh? Don't need telling, I'll push till I break. She waves lightly and leaves. After hearing her struggles, my conference woes feel petty. I down the last of my coffee, twirling the empty mug. Ugh, dumb, it's not like I'm dying. 2-person or 3, it won't ruin my life. Keep it chill, that's enough. It's past midnight now. I grab her mug, head to the sink. Time for me to crash too. Section, days later after school, conference days here. I sit on a hallway chair, waiting for the prior meeting to wrap. No parental scheduling hassles mean I'm slotted late. Oh, shidoo's before me. Fiddling with my phone, a voice jolts me. Looking up, there's that same handsome face. Oh, Kakihara-kun. Yusuk's fine. Almost 3 months as classmates, He sits beside me. Not close enough for first names, but rejecting it feels rude. I plaster on a smile and nod. Then call me Rintaro, too. Cool, I will. Your parents couldn't make it either, Rintaro. Yeah, wait, you're here now so. Yep, both mine work overseas. Mom's a designer, dad runs a venture firm. Can't just pop back to Japan. Insanely high-spec family. So you live alone, Yusuk? Yeah, since high school. Middle school, mom was still here. Rough, huh? You're the first to say that. Everyone's like, living alone's so cool. It's not all great, though. I get it, I'm solo too. Inner me nods sagely, arms crossed. Hey Rintaro. Suddenly, Yusuke fidgets, eyes darting. Wants to say something but too shy, classic vibe. What's up? WL, I've got a consultation. 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 Why yeah, about love stuff. Why me, I nearly ask but zip it. Love, me a love guru, doubt it. You've got a girlfriend, right? Please, just this time. Oh, alright, yes I do. Almost slipped, nearly talked like I'm single. Guilt from the lie hits, but listening's no biggie. Annoying though, no clue if I'll help but lay it on me. Really? Okay, so I like Azusa. Yep, knew it. Freshman year, we were on the same committee. Got close, and I've liked her ever since. I gotcha. Not secretly level dude. He's clueless how obvious he is. Guess self-reflection's rare, makes sense, just funny he thinks he's subtle. But Azusa probably just sees me as a good friend. How do I get her to see me as a guy? Ahem. Oh, come on, that's brutal. I've got no girl way too heavy for me. Show some manliness. I think I'm trying that. Fair. I don't know anyone more popular than Yusuke. He leads the class, charm's not his issue. How about asking her on a date straight up? That's too nerve-wracking. I've only seen you with the usual 4, Azusa included. Not much one-on-one, right? Wow, spot on. I've hung with Ryuji solo but never the girls. Then that's your shot to shift her view. Show you're into her, otherwise, no romantic vibe. True. He's locked in, taking my fake advice seriously. This trick's a bit sly, FYI. If she says no to alone time, it's likely game over, lets you bail early. No confession, less pain. If she says yes, there's some chance, but don't rush, could be a fluke. Step 1. Signal you see her as a girl. If she's creeped out, it's hopeless. Quit. That's my half-baked theory. Ask her out solo, thanks Rintaro, I'll try. Happy to help, good luck Yusuke. They look good together, hope it works. Also, I spent minutes on this. If it flops, I'm out my time. Please excuse me. The door slides open, the last kid leaves. Perfect timing. My turn, catch ya Yusuke. Yeah, thanks for real Rintaro. Friends' troubles. No brainer. I wave and slip into the classroom. Draining. Section. So, Shidu Rintaro-kun. 2-person conference it is, let's keep it casual, yeah. Yes, thanks. I bow to the young woman across the desk. Miss Harukawa Yuri, our homeroom teacher. Class heartthrob guy's top pick. About your future, got anything set? Yeah, universities ago. No clue what I wanna do yet though. Totally get it, sophomore year's like that. Honestly, 3rd year's the crunch, so that vibe's fine for now. She's cool, beyond her looks she gets us, makes sense why she's a fave. Balances chill and discipline, ideal teacher. Your grades are solid, Rintaro-kun. Study hard type, huh? Yeah, Dad said keep 'em up for solo living. True story. Even that old man worried about me alone, setting that rule when I left. Or maybe he just can't stand his genius, son slacking. Living alone, tough for a high schooler. Eating okay. Sounding like a mom. I'm old enough to be one. Monthly, when's the wedding? Calls from home, I'm over it. Miss Harukawa's 26, I think. Adult struggles, probably. Irrelevant. But your skin's got bounce, no issues there, me? Fretting over spots. Haha. Yeah, super irrelevant. Let's see, oh right, any universities in mind? National Liberal Arts track if I can. Our semi-elite school makes high deviation public unis doable. Nice, your grades give you range. 3rd year might need a push to boost that deviation though. I know. No probs then, living alone's sharpened your thinking. She scribbles in my file, snaps it shut. Done. Careful heading home. Thanks, see ya. Oh, call Kakihara-kun outside on your way. Got it. Grateful for the quick wrap, I step out. Yusuke looks up, I point him in. He's tense but heads inside. No clubs, no reason to linger. I sling my bag and start for the gate. Then, down the hall, familiar blonde hair. Our idol, Atasaki Rei. Beside her, a tall, black-haired guy in a sharp suit. A sharp pang hits my head, dragging up buried childhood memories. Right, that guy's from Rintaro. Rei spots me, muttering. The man's brow twitches, eyes flicking to me. Oh, Atasaki-san, your conference is today. Huh, oh yeah, after Kakihara-kun. She falters at my polite mode, cute. You're Rei's classmate? The man asks. Yes, Shidu Rintaro. Shidu. He rubs his chin, pondering my name. Rei cuts in. Dad, we need to get to the classroom. Dad, her father, huh? Different hair, but that refined face echoes hers. Right, got held up leaving the office. Sorry, Shidu-kun, greetings rushed. No worries. Good, excuse us. Busy guy, they pass me heading for Miss Harukawa. No point staring. I turn and walk off. Hey, Shidu-kun. A sudden call, I spin back. Ever met me somewhere? Must be your imagination. Right, sorry, odd question. With that, they round the corner, gone. My heart's pounding. Empty dread swirls, cold sweat beating. Mom and Dad's faces flash up. Damn it, worst mood ever. I curse the empty hall, shaking off the funk with quick steps. Section, I'm at that noisy party again. Oh, this dream. I watch the same scenes unfold. Dad's talking, me and the girl's little mischief. It ends there. Waking, I forget again. Taro, Rintaro. A voice pulls me awake. Golden curtains await her hair. Ray. Welcome back. You okay? Yes. Fell asleep on the sofa right after getting home, still in uniform, wrinkled now. Gotta iron this? Oh, sorry, what time is it? Around 7 p.m. Shoot, sorry, no dinner ready. Can you wait? Udon or pasta's quick? Udon then, honestly, not super hungry today. All right. Her face looks off, maybe the conference. Wait a bit, 15 minutes. Got it, thanks always. It's the deal. Don't sweat it. I head to the kitchen. Grab 2 frozen udon packs, thaw them boiling, whip up a mint suyu broth. Top with seared scallions and a burrage, done. Set a bowl before Ray on the sofa, chopsticks alongside. Here. Smells great. Say if it's not enough, got more udon. Okay, itadakimasu. I sit beside her, slurping from my bowl. Yeah, comforting. Scallions are fragrant, a burrage oozes broth per bite. Not wow-worthy, but the gentle taste steadies me. After eating, we sit side by side on the sofa, watching TV. Not that there's anything we wanted to see, just flipped it on to fill the silence. On screen, a young comedian's cracking up the studio. I've been seeing this guy a lot lately, my eyes slide to Ray's face. No appetite, tied to that worry you mentioned. How'd you guess? No big reason, just a hunch. You rarely look this way down, so I figured. Is spot on. A sigh escapes her. Then it's not something I can fix. She made that clear on our date, impossible for me to help. My dad's coming to the next live. He's always been against my idol stuff. Says he'd make me quit if he could. Ray looks down, lacing her fingers over her thighs. Her words spark a question in me. A dad who'd let his daughter live alone opposes her idol career. I think he'd nix the solo life first. It's a deal, freedom while I'm an idol. A deal. Doesn't sound like a parent-kid thing, but her tone says it's the only way to describe it. 2 conditions. First, debut with the agency that scouted me within a year. Second, my parents come to a live within 2 years, I show a perfect performance then. Clear that, and they won't meddle anymore. So, prove he can trust you. Yeah, but if I mess up this live and embarrass myself, the deal's off. He'll probably never let me keep going. Then my dream might be gone forever. That scares me. Different from Canon, but Ray's got her own pressure. I kinda get her dad's side, weirdly. Idols face crime risks, and these days, baseless rumors can torch your life online. No parent wouldn't worry about their kid in that world. Past lives, I felt pressure too. This one's different, though. Knowing dad'll be there, deciding my future, 2 weeks out, and I'm already tense. Can't screw up, huh? She nods weakly. Yeah, I can't touch this. Only Ray can beat this by crushing the live. I don't really get that kind of pressure, but the usual Ray wouldn't flop, I think. The usual me. I know that's the hard part. All I can do is keep your daily life normal. Food I make, how I act, no special weight to any of it. At least ease her home life stress. That's my limit, no matter how hard I try. No, that's enough. I know I've got to handle it myself most of all. But you caring like that, it means a lot. Good. No clever words come to mind. 2 weeks till the live. All I can do is pray Milfoil Stars' 2nd anniversary shines. Section, Ray's back in her room, 11:30 p.m. tomorrow's Saturday. A day off, so no rush to sleep. Though I've got afternoon work on Yuzuki-sensei's short for the tankobin. What I can do, Ironing my uniform, I mumble. As a kid, I thought I could do anything, like a TV hero. That omnipotence vibe. Gone now, reality and limits sank in. Kanon's worries, Yusuke's, Ray's all beyond me. My issues? They can't fix those either. Sticking my nose in isn't always justice. If I meddle and fail, we both just suffer. Ha. A big sigh slips out. Right then my phone pings a message. Deja vu hits, it's Mia Yukawa. Can I come over? Wanna talk a bit? Total deja vu. I mark it read, type back. Let Canon in but not Mia? Can't do that. Sure, doors open. Thanks, be right there. Seconds later, chat's done. I unlock the door, head to the kitchen, start coffee. Mia's like me, black, right? Kinda feel a kinship with her. Soon the door clicks, Mia's in the living room. Hey, sorry for the late drop-in. Tomorrow's off, no prob. Coffee's black, yeah. Yup, straight up's my fave. I gesture to the sofa, set coffee down. She says itadakimasu and sips. You brew it so good. Love coffee. Brew it daily, confident as I am with cooking now. Practice makes perfect, huh? Maybe I'll learn. Mia sips happily. Glad she likes it, but she's not here for coffee talk. So, what's up? Big enough to hit a guy's place this late? Oh yeah, not sure if it's big though. She fidgets, sets the mug down. Ray and Canon, anything off lately? A meaning? Hard to say. Any unusual vibes? Got it, she's worried about them, checking in. Respecting privacy, I won't spill much, but they're both stressing. Canon even messaged me this late to talk. Wow, Rintaro-kun's a ladies' man. Thanks. You're no fun to tease. Wanted a bigger reaction. Want that? Hit up Canon. Hear her out while you're at it. No need. She's probably feeling inferior to me and Ray, right? My hand freezes mid-sip. Too late, I've confirmed it. Yup, relax, not 'cause you're obvious. Been spotting signs for a year. You've known that long. They're teammates. Ray's probably sensed it too. What's your take on Canon's deal? Nothing much, it's honestly kinda trivial. Mia flat out calls it trivial, no hesitation. I'm speechless, she keeps going. Canon's way more talented than she thinks. She might feel she's barely keeping up, but I feel that too. Never skipped effort to not lag behind her and Ray. We're all wrestling the same doubts, I bet. Got it, trivial in that sense. Canon's worries half baseless, solid group. No one's looking down, no obvious gaps. Three's perfect, has to be three. That balance. Their charms and talents layer like Milfoil. Apt name, Milfoil Stars. Raise the mystery. We get pre-live jitters, but she's extra on edge lately. She doesn't know that part. Ray didn't seem to hide it, didn't swear me to secrecy. I can't help, but Mia might support her close-up. Talked earlier. Her dad's coming to the next live. Oh, makes sense. He's anti-idol, no wonder she's stressed. Her mom's convincing him to let her keep going. Risky job, can't blame him. Mia pauses, sips lukewarm coffee, exhales relieved. Thanks, Rintaro-kun, cleared some of my worries. No prob, your real team first, huh? Obviously, we're one unit. Lose one, Milfoil Stars vanishes, that's our vibe. Joking tone, but it feels true. She might care most about the group. Hey, why do you go so hard for us? Normal folks don't dive into others' problems like this. Long-time couples, maybe, but us, barely a month. Isn't it just a hassle? Not a hassle. I sip coffee, gathering thoughts, then set it down. Forgot till recently, as a kid, I wanted to make people smile. With what? Helping as a hero, doctor, even a comedian. Just wanted tons of smiles, cringy dream. Gave up when mom left. That day flipped me to cold realism. But before elementary ended, I got it, I couldn't. Couldn't even help the closest person suffering. So I admire you guys, rocking stages, thrilling crowds, like seeing my old dream. Respect you for doing what I can't. That's why I want to help. Course, raise deals the base. Without it, I wouldn't know you this well or respect you this much. Hey, you weren't a fan at first. True. Feels like yesterday, Ray dragging me to Fantasista Entertainment. That's when Mia and Canon started. If supporting you helps Ray, helps Milfoil Stars, maybe Kid Me gets some redemption. Got it, makes sense. Mia finishes her coffee, stands. Sorry for staying till it cooled, heading out. Cool. Glad your worries eased. Rainy season's got everyone brooding, it seems. Wanna help Ray most, but life ain't that neat. Oh, one last thing. You're already making people smile. Ray, Canon, even me. She smirks mischievously, turns away. Night, Rintaro-kun. Mia, thanks. Hee, you're welcome. Good night. She leaves. Alone, I slump, staring at the ceiling. Heart feels rewarded, saved. One snag, Ray. Nothing I can do, I know I'm not close enough for family stuff. An outsider butting in, they've got no reason to listen. Still. Is that really okay? A vague urge swirls inside. Feels like there's something more I can do. Chapter 8, The Gaze. In the end, I couldn't think of a single thing I could do for Ray. As usual, I made dinner, and we relaxed together watching TV. Even though nothing I could do had changed, the tension around her kept growing. It was the same for Mia and Kanon. Just standing near them made my skin prickle, as if they were already channeling their energy toward the live performance. They're like boxers before a match. While drinking the coffee I brewed in my room, Ray stared at the TV screen with a fierce, glinting look. The footage playing was probably from today's studio rehearsal. Unlike the performance she showed me before, this one included proper time for costume changes. The live show was the day after tomorrow, July 7th, Tanabata. Tomorrow, they'd head to the venue for rehearsals and spend the night at a nearby hotel. This might be the last time I'd see her before the performance. Rintaro, did you notice anything off in this footage? Don't ask me that. I mean, it looked as amazing as before, that's all I can say. I see. Ray had a notebook open in front of her. She probably brought it to jot down points for improvement while watching the footage, but the pen hadn't moved once. It wasn't because she was slacking. It was simply that she couldn't find anything to improve. Their performance was that polished, leaving no room for further tweaks. But still, if I had to say, maybe your face. Your face? Yeah, compared to when you showed me before, your expression seems a bit stiff. It felt desperate somehow. Compared to their past TV appearances or live footage, there was just a slight sense of something off. It was so subtle that if someone told me it was my imagination, I'd probably believe them. You're probably right, Rintaro. Is that so? Well, I guess it can't be helped. Yeah. The pressure of her father watching must be weighing on her more than she expected. That's not something you can just shrug off. It's not something others can fix with words either. Have you done everything you can? Yeah. I see. For an ordinary guy like me, there's nothing left to say. Now it's up to her, the professional, to focus on the performance. Rintaro, will you watch me properly? You got me those special seats, didn't you? I'll be watching closely. When I said that, Ray stood up and faced me. Thank you. If you're watching, I know I'll be able to keep looking forward until the very end. With a soft smile, Ray left my living room. I sank into the sofa and turned off the TV. That was a lousy smile. It wasn't an idle's smile, it was a forced one, full of bravado. Ray's not in a good mental state. Her body's trained movements won't vanish easily, and no matter how nervous she gets, her muscle memory will probably carry her through. But is that enough to be a top idol? I couldn't shake this uneasy feeling. What am I getting all worked up for? I forced myself to stop fidgeting and pulled my phone from my pocket. It was a bit late, but he might still be awake. Opening the messaging app, I called the one person I'd call my best friend. Hello, what's up, calling this late? Sorry, I just wanted to hear your voice. What's that supposed to mean? What's gotten into you? Yukio's flustered voice came through the phone. It was a strange feeling. I hear Yukio's voice every day at school, but hearing it through the phone somehow felt fresh. Did something happen? How'd you know? When you call like this, it's usually because there's something you can't talk about face to face. If you're worried about something, I'll listen as much as I can. You've got me all figured out, huh? I'm impressed. Really? Hee. I used to think a guy saying hee would be gross, but with Yukio, it's not annoying at all. That struck me as odd too, but I am worried, but it's not a big deal. Honestly, it's not even my problem. Oh. Yeah, a friend. They're struggling with something and I want to help, but I can't think of a single way to do it. I'm shocked you're even calling someone a friend. Most people are just classmates or acquaintances to you, right? He's not wrong, I don't usually call people friends. Fine, whatever. It's just someone I can't ignore. So, what's their problem? Well, they're trying to become famous, putting in tons of effort, and they've already made a name for themselves. Got it. But their dad doesn't approve. He'd rather they tone it down. Fame comes with risks, so I get why he'd feel that way. Right. And now they're about to show off everything they've worked for in front of their dad, but that's putting way more pressure on them than usual. They're worried they might mess up. I see, so, you want them to perform at their best in front of their dad, right? Exactly, but I don't know how to help. Yukio's the best listener I know. He gets what I'm trying to say after hearing it once, never misinterprets me, and respects that I can't share all the details. That's what makes him so reliable to talk to. But isn't that something they have to figure out on their own? That's the logical answer, but it's not what I'm looking for. I know, you've already thought of that, haven't you? You want to know what you, as an outsider, can do. Exactly. But I can't come up with anything. Sorry, but I don't have a clear answer either. There's just one thing I can say. Lay it on me. Sure, it's this: don't let yourself look anxious. And anxious, look. There's no logic to it, but I think anxiety is contagious. If their performance doesn't go well and you're nearby, they'll probably lean on you. If even you look anxious, it could completely break them. I see. Like in a high school baseball game, if the coach looks nervous, the players might start doubting what to believe in. No matter how much effort they've put in, if the coach, the one guiding them, seems uncertain, they might lose faith in everything they've built. Could they still perform at their best in that state? I've never been an athlete, so I can't say for sure. This idea might be wrong, and I'm not Ray's coach anyway. But one thing's certain: me looking anxious won't help anything. Thanks, Yukio. That really helped. If it gave you some clarity, I'm glad. It's kind of fun hearing you open up like this, it's new. You're the only one I'd spill my guts to like this. Seriously, thanks. I see, that's how it is, huh? What's up? Nothing, don't worry. I hope things work out for the person you're worried about. Yeah, me too. All right, good night, Rintaro. Night. I pulled the phone away and ended the call. Yukio's voice got oddly cheerful toward the end, but at least I didn't seem to bother him, which was a relief. Don't look anxious. It sounds simple, but it feels profoundly important. Even if Ray's too focused to notice me, I'll keep watching her with confidence. With the unspoken message, "You've got this." Section. And then, the day of the live show arrived. The venue Milfoil Stars was using wasn't as big as the Nippon Budokan, but it was still one of the larger arenas in the country. The audience seating was split into upper and lower tiers. For those farther from the stage, giant monitors overhead helped make up for the distance. This place is huge. I looked down at the entire venue, from a spot even higher than the upper tier. This was the special seat Ray had arranged for me. Positioned above the upper tier with nothing blocking the view, I could see the whole stage clearly. As I sat down and glanced to the side, a few others were already seated in the special section. They must be people connected to the three of them. And then, a problem I'd completely forgotten about hit me like a brick wall. Oh, you're Shidokan, right? A man in a finely tailored suit sat down next to me. Yes, Ray's father. WL, what a coincidence, running into you here. No need to play it off. Ray told me about you. It seems you've been quite helpful to her. Haha, no, I'm the one who's been helped, really. Haha. Ray, if you told him about me, give me a heads up first. I wasn't prepared, and now I've made things super awkward. There's something I'd like to ask you. I highly doubt it, but you haven't done anything inappropriate with my daughter, have you? No way. I'm just her caretaker, nothing more. She doesn't even see me as a guy. All right then. Damn it, acting all high and mighty. Sure, he's way above me, but still. I couldn't snap back, so I just plastered on a fake smile to get through this. Oh dear, and who might this be? At that moment, a woman appeared on the other side of Arasaki-san. Wavy, beautiful blonde hair. A red dress with a plunging neckline that accentuated her figure. Not a single wrinkle on her face, and her clear blue eyes sparkled. Ah, this is Shidokan, the one Ray mentioned. Oh my, so it's you. Nice to meet you. I'm Riria Arasaki, Ray's mother. She playfully explained how her name was written in kanji, an easy-to-read choice. It was obvious Riria-san was a foreigner. I recalled that when marrying someone from abroad, you could use a common name in Japan. That's probably why she chose a name that blends in better here. But seriously, isn't she way too young-looking? Her skin was so flawless she could pass for her 20s, yet she'd have to be at least in her late 30s to be Ray's mom. Is this what they call a baimajo? It's like time stopped just for her. Nice to meet you. I'm Rintaro Shidu. Yes, Rintaro-kun, right? Thank you for always looking after my little girl. My husband and I are so busy with work we're rarely home, so knowing someone like you is there for her is such a relief. Unlike her stern-looking husband, she had an almost whimsical, airy vibe. Not just in looks, but she's the one who feels most like Rei's actual relative. Today, I finally get to see her shine on stage. Work's kept us away all this time, so this is my very first time, you know. I pushed and pushed to clear just one day for this. I see. Wow, her way of talking is really something else. She's clearly a good person, you can tell from her first words, but she talks right through any sense of personal space, and it's already exhausting. Oh, speaking of which, Arasaki saw, that get confusing. Rei was really fired up knowing both her parents would be here. I bet she's thrilled you came. Shidu-kun, you don't need to flatter us. We know better than anyone that Rei doesn't feel that way. I was at a loss for words. Not just because he saw through my attempt to be polite, but because of the harsh expression on Arasaki-san's face as he spoke. She must be incredibly nervous, forced to uphold an unreasonable promise I made with her, where even one mistake isn't allowed. No matter how famous she's become, this kind of pressure is on a whole different level. Honestly, I'd prefer it if she did mess up here. Arasaki-san looked down at the venue and said it plainly. His words were blunt, but they carried the genuine concern of a father worried for his daughter. Then, why didn't you stop her from becoming an idol? You could have forced her to quit from the start, couldn't you? My wife convinced me. She said we should let Rei have her freedom at least once. Arasaki-san let out a resigned sigh. Beside him, Riria-san beamed with a delighted smile. Because she's just so adorable, I knew she could absolutely become an idol. You thought so too, didn't you, Rintaro-kun? Yeah. She's super popular at school too. But I understand how my husband feels. She's so cute that I worry bad people might try to hurt her. I really did want her to stay an ordinary girl, but you know. She almost never asks for anything, so when she shared her dream with us, it made me so happy. I couldn't help but push my husband to let her try. Her first real wish, huh? Yeah, that's something you'd want to grant. Talking with these two, I felt a bit of relief. They both genuinely care about Rei deep down. They're not twisted or unreasonable, just parents with a real sense of responsibility. But that's exactly why they're tough to deal with. No matter how famous Rei gets as an idol, they don't celebrate it, they just worry more. Even if Rei pulls off this live show without a single mistake, will Arasaki-san really back down? Come on, what am I doing, getting all pessimistic? I clenched my fist, forcing myself to stop overthinking. Arasaki-san's just a guy, too. He wouldn't break a promise with his daughter. Shidu-kun, what do you think? Hi. Do you want Rei to keep being an idol? Well, I hear you're looking after her, in exchange for living expenses. If she quits being an idol, you'd be in a tough spot, wouldn't you? Arasaki-san looked at me coldly as he spoke. That's right, that look. The same probing, testing look as that jerk of a dad, and he's asking me this. You don't want her to quit, because it'd make things hard for you, right? Yeah, you're right. I just moved, so if Rei quit being an idol now, I'd definitely be in trouble. Then, I'll cover your living expenses for a while. In return, could you convince her to retire from showbiz? Since she trusts you enough to let you look after her, she might listen to you. It's a tempting offer. Sure, Rei's idol income is huge, but her father's wealth is probably even greater and more stable. It's obvious who'd be the better lifeline, but, dear, it's starting. MMMs. As Riria-san excitedly tugged at Arasaki-san's sleeve, the venue's lights dimmed, leaving only the stage illuminated. The remaining lights glowed in each girl's signature color, and there, on the brightly lit stage, stood Milfoil Stars. The buzzing crowd fell silent the moment the lights dropped. In that hush, Rei, standing at the center, gave the opening signal. 1, 2. It was the same cue she'd used during the full rehearsal she showed me. With her signal, music blasted through the venue, loud enough to shake the walls. A roar of cheers rose from the audience, and the arena was instantly engulfed in feverish energy. Kanon took the lead, singing the opening. Her usually piercing, high-pitched voice now served as the vanguard, captivating the audience's hearts with precision. Kanon's expressions shifted vividly with her dance, each moment so magnetic that blinking felt like missing out. You couldn't tear your eyes away. Just as the audience began to feel that pull, Kanon's body was nudged aside. From behind her, Mia burst forward. Of course, it was all choreographed. Kanon shot Mia an exaggerated glare before returning to her position. It was the playful flair typical of live shows, a moment to make the crowd laugh and feel the privilege of being there in person. Mia's voice, slightly lower than the others, carried a sultry edge. It melted the minds of everyone listening. This was what it meant to be entranced. Mia finished her phrase. Then the spotlight swung back to the center, illuminating the final member. Ray. I couldn't help but whisper her name. Adorned more beautifully than I'd ever seen, she spread her arms wide and began to sing. Everyone held their breath. Everyone was speechless. Her voice, lower than Kanon's but higher than Mia's, was crystal clear, brimming with an almost mystical allure. This was inescapable. Once you fell under the spell of Ray's voice, you'd crave it again. This was the true power of an idol. The tempo of the song surged. Matching it, their perfectly synced dance grew fiercer. Even amidst the intensity, none of them faltered. Their steps and gestures aligned flawlessly, their movements elevated to art. Look, dear, she's shining so brightly. Yes, she is. I overheard their voices beside me. I clenched my fist, unnoticed. It wasn't even my moment, yet I couldn't help feeling a surge of triumph. If things kept going like this, it'd end without a hitch. Optimism started creeping into my mind. The problem arose an hour later. The live show was past its halfway mark, heading into the second act. The crowd's excitement was at its peak, every song ending with thunderous cheers enveloping the venue. But then, I noticed something off. Ray, always at the center, was breathing heavily, her shoulders rising and falling with each breath. Mia and Kanon seemed to notice, too, glancing at her sidelong. She was breathing through her shoulders. Singing and dancing nonstop for an hour would drain anyone's stamina, but they'd trained to handle 2 hours of this. Mia and Kanon were breathing hard too, yet their faces showed no signs of exhaustion. Even during rehearsals, Ray's breathing hadn't been this labored. This was, without a doubt, an anomaly. The pressure. Watching Ray's back as she briefly exited for the next song's transition, I gritted my teeth. The live show had these short interludes. Could she recover even a little stamina in that time? Section. Ray. Are you okay? The moment I slipped backstage, Kanon's voice hit my ears. Lifting my lowered face, I saw Kanon and Mia, their expressions filled with worry. All I could manage was a small nod. You don't look okay at all. Are you feeling sick or something? It's not that. No, I wasn't sick. I woke up this morning in peak condition, and that hadn't changed before the show. But one single moment had shattered that balance. I'd caught sight of my parents' faces in the special seats I'd reserved. I tried not to look. But every time they entered my peripheral vision, the euphoric high of the live show vanished, dragging my mind back to reality. It was hard to breathe. Partway through, it felt like something was lodged in my throat. Without steady breathing, I couldn't recover stamina. A crushing wave of fatigue threatened to buckle my knees. For now, drink water slowly. There's not much time before the costume change, but try to regulate your breathing until the last second. Got it. Kanon rubbed my back as I sipped water. I exhaled and inhaled deeply, repeating the motion. The sensation of something stuck in my chest lingered, but I felt a bit better. Once the live show starts, you can't drop out unless you physically can't go on. You know that, right, Ray? I'm fine now. Sorry for worrying you. All right. Let's go. We slipped into our next costumes. The outfits I usually wore so casually felt unbearably heavy today. Careful not to let my unsteadiness show, I headed back to the stage. The crowd's cheers flooded my ears. Bathed in their intensity and the blinding spotlights, a wave of dizziness hit me, but I couldn't collapse here. I stomped the stage firmly, forcing myself to stay upright. Move. My parents were watching. I absolutely couldn't fail today. I'd always known they were worried about my career. I'd seen them struggle, torn between letting me chase my dreams and their fear for me. That's why I had to show them I'm okay. Everyone, you still with us? Kanon's call rallied the crowd. This was the cue for the next song, the most intense one yet. The audience answered her with their loudest cheers yet. The word crucial flashed through my mind. Move. Smile. I'd stand on this stage as an idol until the very end. To show them Ray Otasaki, standing here, to never give up on my dream. Section. The live show resumed. Reacting to Kanon's call, the audience, despite the brief cooldown, cranked their energy back to its peak. I knew from studying up. Kanon's post-costume change call signaled the start of Milfoil Stars' most intense song. Cold sweat trickled down my back. Could Ray, under such mental strain, handle this song? Here we go. WOH. With Kanon's cue, the song began. Called Sweets Rock, this track was the fiercest, shifting the spotlight from Ray to Kanon. Physically, the three were nearly equal, but certain moves suited some better than others. Kanon excelled at high-energy, bouncy movements, while Mia shined with sultry, alluring ones. Ray was the all-rounder, versatile enough to handle anything. That's probably why she took center for most songs. As the chorus hit, the venue's excitement surged even higher. Ray was still keeping up. At this rate, she might make it through this song. She's a pro. If she paces herself now, she could still make it to the end. Worrying about her this was probably presumptuous for an amateur like me. But that nagging sense of dread wouldn't fade. Still, I kept my expression steady, refusing to let it darken. When Sweets Rock ended, the live show transitioned to the next song. Now it's my turn. The next track was Ice Cream Days. The positions shifted, and Mia took center stage. Its breezy, summery vibe paired perfectly with Mia's cool, low voice. Following Kanon's high-energy song, it calmed the crowd's fervor, balancing the venue's mood. The choreography was less demanding, likely a breather for Ray, but I knew what came next. After this, Ray would take the lead again. The next hurdle for her, after making it this far, was undoubtedly that moment. And then Mia's song ended, and Ray's time at the center arrived. Golden Morning. When she announced the next song, the crowd erupted in cheers. Centered on Ray, Golden Morning was unlike Kanon's or Mia's songs, prioritizing vocals over dance. There was little choreography, just singing into a stand mic on stage. With minimal movement, Ray could recover some stamina, but the pressure would be immense. Ray carried the melody, with the other two on chorus, meaning any mistake would stand out glaringly. For her, already mentally strained, it was undeniably harsh. Her clear, beautiful voice filled the venue, leaving the audience too captivated to make a sound. Inspired by her gem-like blonde hair, this song felt like it could only be sung by her. Fans of Ray, from debut diehards to newcomers, unanimously called this their favorite. Finishing the first verse, she moved through the interlude and began the second. Her voice traced the lyrics smoothly, approaching the chorus. That's when it happened. Ray's voice stopped. With a look of disbelief, she stared blankly at the mic before her. Mia and Kanon, supporting her vocals, glanced at her with concern. They seemed almost panicked. She forgot the lyrics. Her mouth stayed still where there should have been words. The fatigue I thought was physical was manifesting like this. Even as the chorus loomed, Ray's lips didn't move. The audience began to notice, murmuring and exchanging glances. I could feel Ray's panic from here. Sweat poured from me, my breath catching. But Ray had to be suffering far more. The brief moment stretched into eternity, the world warping around me. Then, Ray's gaze wavered. Slowly, it turned toward our special seats. She looked at Arasaki-san, at Riria-san, and then at me. "What are you looking at, Ray?" I don't know how I did it. Before I knew it, I was leaning forward, shouting toward her. Almost everyone in the special seats, including her parents, gaped at me in shock. At this distance, with the music and the crowd's murmurs, my voice couldn't possibly reach. But I couldn't stop myself from yelling. The one she should be looking at isn't me, and certainly not her parents. Please remember. The people you're here to captivate. You're standing in front of thousands of fans right now. Please, please, remember why you became an idol. You didn't become one just to make your parents smile. Take yourself back. For the usual you, nothing is impossible. Ah. Our eyes met, and a sound escaped Ray's lips. Her wavering gaze snapped back to its usual steadfast clarity, her grip tightening on the stand mic. My voice shouldn't have reached her, yet somehow, it felt like she understood. Her eyes turned forward again and she took a deep breath. "Thank you." Those words probably sounded cryptic to the audience, but I knew. Just as my impossible-to-hear shout had reached her, her words reached me, defying logic. The moment that felt like an eternity ended, and the chorus I dreaded arrived. Ray's stalled lips began to weave the song once more, without hesitation. Freed from her struggle, her voice rang through the entire venue. It was the clearest sound yet, as if it could soar forever. That bold, commanding voice washed away the memory of the trouble just moments before, resonating pleasantly in our ears. As I mentioned, Golden Morning was inspired by her golden hair. The lyrics wove a fleeting love story between a blonde woman and a man, with the first verse from his perspective and the second, which she was singing now, from hers. When you wake up, I want to be the first to greet you. Eating together every day, laughing together, crying together, I want that to be me. When you're truly suffering, I want to be the one by your side. Those lyrics struck me. Suddenly, memories of times spent with Ray flooded my mind. If I remembered right, Ray herself had written these lyrics. Who was she thinking of when she penned them? I'm jealous. I sank deeper into my seat, letting out a sigh. I'd keep this feeling to myself. Jealousy over some unseen rival, what an embarrassing emotion. The rest of the live show flowed so smoothly it was like the earlier hiccup had been a lie, and soon, the final song arrived. Ray's face, as she sang and danced to the end, bore a radiant smile I'd never seen before. Even fans who'd supported her since debut reportedly hadn't witnessed that expression, and for a while, it dragged countless people deeper into the Milfoil Stars fandom. I understood that feeling all too well. Shortly after, following a single encore, the live show concluded. Most of the audience seemed unbothered by Ray's brief mistake. Some might have thought it was part of the act, leaving the venue with satisfied smiles. I watched them in a daze, half in a state of escapism. No matter how happy the crowd was, it didn't change the fact that she'd messed up. I didn't want to think about how that looked in her father's eyes, hence the escapism. But I couldn't stay like that forever. Adesaki-san, what did you think of Ray's live show? I asked Adesaki-san, who was already preparing to leave. He paused and glanced at me. My daughter brought joy to thousands of people. I'm honestly proud. But there was an obvious mistake even I could see. I can't overlook that. As promised, Ray will have to retire. It didn't work. As someone who's not a parent, I couldn't even begin to grasp half of Adesaki-san's feelings. That's why I couldn't bring myself to outright oppose him face to face. Still, I had something to say. Adesaki-san, about that offer to cover my living expenses. Oh yes, if you'll help convince Ray, I'll provide ample support. It's a generous offer, but I'll have to decline. His eyebrow twitched. Turning down such a sweet deal might have been unthinkable to him. I'm not with Ray just for the money. Well, maybe at first, but I'd keep that to myself. Ray's someone who can achieve the kind of impossible dreams I gave up on long ago, all on her own. Supporting someone that incredible up close, I can't throw away such a privileged position. Then, if her life falls apart due to some failure, can you take responsibility for that? I can't and I won't. Taking responsibility would be an insult to her, living with such determination right now. I'm just here to support. Her resolve to keep fighting as an idol, that's all Ray's will. She wouldn't want to push that responsibility onto me either. Ray Adesaki lives with true pride. But if she ever crashes and burns, I'm prepared to go down with her. I gave a wry smile as I said it. Halfway through, I imagined that scenario and felt a pang of regret, but I couldn't back down now. Going down together would suck, really suck, but whatever. A man doesn't go back on his word. If you go down with her, it'll only cause us trouble. Haha, yeah, right? But I'll sincerely thank you for throwing aside shame and pride to shout for her. Thank you. Saying that, Adesaki-san bowed to me. Beside him, Riria-san did the same. Thank you so much, Shidokan. It looked like she pulled herself together because of you. You've been supporting her all along, haven't you? Otherwise, your voice wouldn't have reached her like that. Is that so? I'm her mother, so I know these things. She might need you, you know. You're giving me too much credit. I'm just a high school kid. Yeah, just a high schooler. A worthless punk who doesn't even deserve to be by Ray's side. There's so little I can do, just this much. What's this about? My sincerity. I bowed deeply, deeper than ever, to Adesaki-san. This was the first time in my life I'd lowered my head like this to anyone. Please, let Ray keep being an idol. What drives you to go this far? Don't tell me you're in love with her. It's not about that. The other day, she told me about a new dream. A live show at the Nippon Budokan. With Milfoil Stars' current momentum, that dream wasn't far off. Milfoil Stars can go even higher. Don't you think it'd be a shame to make her quit now? I understand your sincerity, but I can't share that idealism. To repeat myself, what happens if she faces an irreversible failure down the line? If she gets caught in some danger? Isn't it a parent's role to stop her before that happens? Adesaki-san wasn't wrong. Rei's family was, needless to say, wealthy. No matter how much money she earned, her parents made even more. To me, Rei was a dazzling success who'd achieved her dreams, but to them, the risks loomed larger. But it was all within the realm of what if. Arasaki-san, you do have a role to protect Rei, but that doesn't justify taking her dreams away. With your influence, couldn't you protect her while letting her chase them? Ahem. Instead of stopping her, keep her from falling. She's got the strength to keep running. All she needs is support from those around her. Rei's future could go either way, but we could at least tip the scales in her favor. Please, don't let her dreams end. I bowed again, even deeper. I'd strung together fancy words to persuade him, but they were just an outsider's ramblings. If he told me to stay out of family matters, that'd be the end of my flimsy arguments. This gesture was my last desperate struggle. If this failed, I'd have no choice but to give up. Raise your head, Shidokan. But I've lost. Arasaki-san let out a resigned sigh. When someone begs me not to end my daughter's dreams, I can't just brush it off. At the very least, I promise not to force Rei out of showbiz anytime soon. Really? But the future's uncertain. If I judge that unavoidable danger threatens her, I'll make her quit, even by force as her father. Until then, she can do as she pleases. Thank you so much. He told me to lift my head, but I bowed even lower. My voice had reached the man in front of me. Guess I can do it when I try. We'll head out now. I wanted to grab a meal with Rei, but I've got to get back to headquarters. Riria, could you let her know? Of course, I'll tell her Papa was so proud of her. HMPH. Ignoring their exchange, I let out a relieved breath. For now, it was case closed. I wiped the sweat drenching my forehead and exhaled. By the way, your pitch was quite moving, as expected of the Shidu group's heir. In that moment, the sweat on my body seemed to freeze. How do you know that? I remembered after passing you at school. You might have forgotten, but I met you a few years ago. Don't you recall? At a networking party for major corporations, the child Shidu-san brought along, you were that kid, weren't you? A corporate networking party. A sharp pain stabbed my head, and I instinctively looked down. An image flashed in my mind, a scene from a dream. Myself as an elementary schooler, dragged along by my dad. In front of me, a man in a suit and a little girl. That girl was. Shidu-kun, are you okay? You look pale. I am fine, probably just the come down from all the tension. My heart was racing, but the headache faded quickly. What was that pain? I could only stand there, baffled by my body's reaction. Oh, sorry for keeping you. I should get going too. Right, it might be wrong for a grown man to ask this, but take care of Rei. His awkward words carried none of the authority of a project leader. The man here now was just a father. A father struggling to connect with his teenage daughter. Section, heading home first. Good job. His message came 20 minutes after the live show ended. I read it over and over, my cheeks softening into a smile. Just before that, I'd gotten a message from Mom. It seemed I could keep being an idol. Rintaro must have done something to make that happen. I'd made a mistake during a song where I was center. There was no way Dad would overlook such a glaring failure. Hey, Rei, don't go grinning after a mistake like that. Oh, Kanon, you're here. In front of me stood Kanon, out of her costume and in casual clothes. Judging by her expression, she was pretty mad. You're here. Do you have any idea how worried I was on stage? I'm really sorry. I lost it for a bit. Well, you pulled it together, so it's fine. Just don't let it happen again. Leaving that warning, Kanon headed off with the makeup team to remove her makeup. I know, I won't make the same mistake twice. During the live show, I'd felt an unfamiliar suffocation. I'd never had trouble singing or dancing in front of crowds since debut, but today, my body felt like it wasn't mine. I guess I was weaker to pressure than I thought. But now, what Rintaro-kun say to you? Hi. Hearing his name out of nowhere, I let out a dumb sound. Mia, standing before me, laughed at my reaction. You looked so obviously at the special seats, I couldn't help but follow your gaze. I saw him shouting something, and right after, you snapped back to normal. I figured he might have gotten through to you. Honestly, I couldn't make out what he said. Really? Well, with the distance, it's no surprise his voice didn't carry. But I think this is what Rintaro was trying to tell me. What are you looking at? Look forward. I tried to lean on Rintaro for support, but he pushed me away. And rightfully so. I'm an idol, and the venue was full of fans who came to see us. I had to give them everything I had. Dad and Mom are important, of course, but I didn't become an idol just to make them smile. I wanted to make so many more people smile, everyone who believed in me, just like he made me smile. Remembering my roots, I don't think I'll falter again. You really love him, don't you, Ray? Love, yeah, I do. For 8 years now. My grip tightened on my phone. In 3rd grade, at a grown-up party Dad took me to, I met Rintaro. Back when I couldn't eat sweets, he taught me how delicious they could be. And the joy of sharing a meal with someone that came from a boy named Rintaro Shidu. Rintaro made me smile. That's why I wanted to make others smile, like he did. He's the one who led me to this path, as an idol. Yeah, I've heard this a million times. HMPH, let me talk more. Spare me, I'm not generous enough to keep nodding along to someone else's lovey-dovey talk. Shot down by Mia, I backed off. I really wanted to keep talking about Rintaro. Ideally with him directly, but that'd probably be tough. He didn't seem to remember the party or me. I wanted to ask him outright, but I didn't want to dig up his past, darkened by his mother. Someday, when he remembers naturally, I'll thank him properly. Thank you for giving me a smile back then. But I never would have guessed you'd go so far as to act just to get close to a guy. Passing out from hunger. That actually worked. It wasn't an act, I was genuinely too hungry to move. That's worrying in its own way. That day I reconnected with Rintaro, technically. We'd already crossed paths when we started high school, but we hadn't talked, so it doesn't count. I was supposed to be driven home by my manager that day. If I'd gone home, our housekeeper would have had dinner ready. I could have gone to school the next day without issue, but then I saw him walking through the station rotary. On impulse, I told my manager to stop the car and got out at a place I normally wouldn't. I didn't fake anything to impress him that day. I wanted to casually say, "Fancy meeting you here." Collapsing was because I was hungrier than I realized. Getting to eat his home-cooked meal without even asking was pure luck, but thinking back on it still makes me cringe. Still, I'm glad I found the courage. It gave me the push I needed to step closer. Mia, I've decided. Might as well ask, what? I'm going to work harder to make Rintaro fall in love with me. I thought I didn't hear snoring that night, so you were awake. Sorry. It's fine. It wasn't anything I minded you hearing. That day at the moving-in party, I overheard Mia and Rintaro talking while lying in bed. He'd said it clearly. You can't fall in love with someone you've only known for a month. So I'll stay by his side longer, make him notice me more. I don't know exactly how, honestly. For someone with zero romantic experience, it's a towering hurdle. But I want to clear it, no matter what. To make the lyrics of Golden Morning, written with Rintaro in mind, a reality. Got it, guess I'd better step up too. Hi. I was so caught up in my thoughts that Mia's words didn't sink in right away. You sneaky eavesdropper already know, don't you, that I made a move on Rintaro-kun. But you said it was a joke. Maybe the joke was that it was a joke. Besides, when someone wants something, it kinda makes you want it too. Mia peered into my eyes, licking her lips. In all our time performing together, I'd never felt a chill like this run down my spine. If I had to compete with Mia. Kidding, relax, it's just a joke. You're bad for my heart. But don't get too comfortable, Ray. Someday I might actually fall for him for real, and Kanon's not exempt either. Plus, there are other girls closer to him than you'd think. An image of our class rep, Azusa Nakado-san, popped into my head. Come to think of it, when we ran into each other at the aquarium, she was pretty forward with Rintaro. Mia's words were hitting harder than I expected. For now, I'll cheer you on, Ray. Until the day, I really want Rintaro-kun for myself. Her sultry smile didn't sound like a joke at all. My story of falling for Rintaro might be far rockier than I ever imagined. Epilogue. The epilogue will be peaceful. The light streaming through the curtains had grown noticeably stronger. About 10 days had passed since Milfoil Stars' live show, with only 4 days left until the school's closing ceremony. It was mid-July, and the summer heat was steadily creeping up. This time of year, even mornings felt too stifling to bother going outside. I'm especially bad with heat, worse than cold. Cold can be managed with layers, but heat has a hard limit at going shirtless. Everything feels sluggish, and though people might call it unstudent-like, I flat-out hate summer. While everyone else is off chasing youth at the beach, the pool, or club activities, my summer break is already set. Doing nothing, just lazing around at home. Hey, Rintaro. Let's go to the beach during summer break. A devil's whisper threatened to wreck that perfect schedule. Having polished off the breakfast I made, Ray looked at me with expectant eyes. I held my silence for a moment, but finally gave in with a sigh. Can't you just go on your own? I want you to come with me. Come on, disguising myself at the beach is a bit much, don't you think? I get it if it's just the three of you from Milfoil Stars hanging out, but I don't fit in that picture. It's fine. We've got a swimsuit gravure shoot for Milfoil Stars soon, and the agency's renting a private beach for it. You can rent private beaches. Yup. Well, technically, they're renting a hotel with a private beach. Apparently, it's often used for shoots with idols like us, other celebrities, or full-time gravure models. I see. If it's a private beach, there'd be no prying eyes, so no need for disguises or paranoia. But it's still work, right? I can't tag along for that. That's fine too. As a reward for the last live show, they said we could stay an extra day after the shoot, just us. They'll cover taxi fares too, so getting back will be easy. Wow, talk about VIP treatment. You'd have to join us after the shoot, but that way, we'd get a full day to hang out together. And, I want you to see me in my swimsuit before it's in magazines. Her words caught me so off guard, I didn't know how to respond. Talk about impact. Ray, usually so reserved with her expressions, said it with a shy blush, and the contrast hit me like a punch to the head. If there's a guy out there who could refuse that with a straight face, bring him to me, I'd shake his hand out of respect. All right, fine. I don't have any real reason to say no, and just loafing around all summer isn't exactly healthy. If you're okay with me, I'll tag along. Thank you. I've been wanting to repay you for convincing my dad, so this is my chance. Ray's face lit up. There it was, that smile. Lately, she's been smiling more often. It's dangerously captivating, shaking me up every time, so I wish she'd cut it out. I mean, I already told her dad I'm not into her. Well, I'll take what I can get. Just one thing, are the others coming too, since it's a Milfoil Stars thing? Yup. Spending a day at a private beach with the three of them. If their diehard fans found out, I'd be a dead man. Living in the same apartment building, on the same floor, is already a privilege. And now I get to see them up close in swimsuits. Guess I must have racked up some serious karma in a past life. Would you rather it was just the two of us? And never mind, I'm going. Flustered, Ray bolted out of my room. On the table, she'd left her bento behind, too rattled to even pack it, apparently. Ray's such a klutz, I slapped my own cheeks with both hands. A sharp sound rang out as skin met skin, followed by a stinging pain. It's all because of that slap. My cheeks are hot, red, all because of the slap. I'm definitely not flustered or anything. Yeah, that's a stretch. Idols, man, there's something else. A sentence devoid of any vocabulary slipped from my mouth. I averted my eyes from the tiny sprout of emotion budding deep in my heart. Right now, I can't put a name to this feeling. If I name it, I won't be able to ignore it anymore. I'll want to nurture it, and if it grows too big, it'll surely cause me pain. My life's supposed to be calm and peaceful. All right, gotta figure out how to hand this off at school. Muttering to myself on purpose, I reset my thoughts. I packed my bento and hers into my bag, grabbing a piece of toast to hold in my mouth. Lately, I've been thinking, if I keep things with Ray like this forever, maybe I could achieve my life's goal of not working. But that's just a convenient fantasy. No matter how you slice it, a celebrity like her and a nobody like me don't match up. Someday, we'll part ways. Even though I've remembered my childhood dreams, my goal of becoming a house husband hasn't changed. One day, I'll find my ideal woman, and Ray will retire from being an idol. This is, at best, a relationship with an expiration date. So until that deadline comes, I want to keep supporting Ray. To protect her peace, her radiance. As I was about to leave the room, slipping on my shoes, I felt my phone vibrate in my pocket. Looks like I got a message from someone. I unlocked it on the spot and opened the chat. The sender's name, Azusa Nikado, and the message read, "How about grabbing dinner together this Saturday? I want to know why you were at the aquarium with Adasaki-san. Is the AC cranked too high?" A chill ran down my spine, cold enough to make me think that. My body should have been freezing, but sweat started pouring out uncontrollably. Looks like I'll have to keep working a bit longer, for the sake of a certain wildly popular idol who's taken a liking to me. Ha, damn it. A curse slipped out, my life's supposed to be peaceful. Short story. Treasure. My name is Kanon Hitori. As the epitome of a perfect beauty, I'm a high school student who also performs as a nationally beloved idol. I'd love to say I've transcended the realm of ordinary people, but here I am, heading to school like usual. Oh, Kanon-chan, good morning. Morning. I join up with a friend I bump into in the hallway and head to the classroom. The moment I step inside, every classmate turns their eyes on me. Hitori-san. I watched yesterday's music stage. Me too. The outfit for your new song was super cute. Seeing my classmates approach with sparkling eyes, I flash a smile. Really? Thanks. The day after a TV appearance is always like this. I don't mind the attention. It's not like I hate it. But because of it, even at school, I have to be Milfoil Stars canon. It's not like I find it tough anymore. But well, I'd be lying if I said it didn't tire me out sometimes. The school I attend has a decently high academic standard. I think it's about the same as the school Ray goes to. Balancing idol work and academics might sound tough, but I manage just fine. I'm not quite in the single-digit ranks for grades, but my name consistently appears near the bottom of the honor roll posted after every exam. Proof I'm pretty good at studying, too. By the way, I heard Ray's grades have been slipping bit by bit since she started high school. She's making huge strides in her idol career, so I can't complain, but I should probably keep an eye on her. I always pay close attention during classes. With lessons eating up so much time, class is my main study window. I try to nail everything here, and for subjects heavy on memorization, I cram during commutes or breaks on set. And somehow it all works out. Pretty impressive, right? Kanon-chan, your bento is always so stylish and cute. Hi. It's lunch break. A friend who usually eats with me peeks at my bento box and says that. You make it yourself, right? Yeah, pretty much. I gain weight easily so. What? No way, you don't look like it. Sadly, I'm not lying. I don't balloon up or anything, but compared to Ray and Mia, I definitely put on weight more easily. If only it went to my chest, but for some reason, it always seems to settle on my hips. So my bentos are low on carbs, with chicken and veggies as the main stars. It's a bit bland, and some days I crave something heartier, but I know the struggle I'd face later, so this is fine. The restraint I practice day to day makes meals with those girls or the food he makes taste even better, so I guess it's a win. Wow, you're so busy, yet you do this. I've got all the time in the world, but I leave everything to others. I wish I had some feminine charm. Feminine charm, huh? What's up? Oh, nothing. Lately, I've been a bit sensitive to the phrase, feminine charm. It's all his fault. Compared to the dishes he makes, mine just don't measure up. I mean, I'm the type who can only grill or boil stuff, and if you asked me my specialty, I'd say curry or yakisoba. Still, it stings a little. Sure, we're in an era where gender doesn't matter as much, but as a Japanese girl, losing to a guy my age in cooking doesn't sit right with my pride. Not that I have time to practice. Plus, I don't have the passion for cooking that he does, so maybe I should just concede this one. This might just be the first real defeat I've ever felt. Sigh, hem. Just then, I notice my phone vibrating in my pocket and light up the screen. What a weird coincidence, thinking about him and getting a message from him at the same time. Well, if he's texting me, it's probably something big, so this adorable Kanon-chan better reply quick. Section. Mia-senpai. Please have these. As I walk through the courtyard, a junior girl holds out a bag of cookies. This is the second time this week. As Mia Yukawa, a member of Milfoil Stars, I deal with moments like this all the time. Being marketed as the princely type, getting attention from girls is the ideal. But, sorry, I can't accept gifts directly. It's a hassle, I know, but could you send it through the agency? Oh, right, of course. The girl visibly deflates right in front of me. Seeing her like this always tugs at my heart. But if I accepted her gift, I'd have to accept everyone's, or it wouldn't be fair. And if something harmful slipped into a gift, I wouldn't know until it was too late. That's why it has to go through the agency. Sorry, you went through the trouble of making them. No, it's fine. I just made them on my own, so. No choice then. I wouldn't do this for a stranger, but she's a cute junior from my school. A little fan service should be okay. Sorry I can't take them, but I'm really happy you thought of me. Eek. I lean close to her ear and whisper, then gently pat her cute head before walking away. It's not arrogance. Mia's fans love when I do this. It might not fully make up for it, but it's the best I can do for now. After parting ways, I head straight to the school store. I grab 2 yakisoba breads and a pudding, then return to the classroom. I'd love to eat more, but I'm not the big eater type, so I have to watch it. Some people might lose their admiration otherwise. My seat is by the window, second from the back. I always eat lunch here. I don't have anyone to eat with. Once, I invited a classmate to join me, but they said it felt too daunting and declined. Everyone else seems to feel the same, watching me eat from a distance. It's uncomfortable, but I've accepted it as a side effect of being an idol. They all see me as Mia. It can't be helped. Eating alone does feel a tad bland. I'm used to it, but I can't help feeling a little lonely. Ahem. My phone, resting on the desk, vibrates and I glance at the screen. It's a message from him. Reading his very him-like message, I can't help but smile. Judging by the wording, he probably sent this to Canon too. Looks like tonight's dinner is going to be lively. Section, all done. I pile a mountain of carrot onto a plate and mutter to myself. The kitchen is lined with a chaotic array of dishes. Ginger pork, a lettuce salad sprinkled with croutons, mapo tofu, simmered fish, a lineup that completely ignores any concept of genre. How did it come to this? Simple. I lost control. The supermarket by the station had a massive sale, and I thought I'd be a fool not to stock up, so I bought everything in sight. Next thing I knew, the fridge was bursting, and I risked letting ingredients go bad. For someone aiming to be a master homemaker, this was a crisis. So, I decided to go all out for once and use up the ingredients in one go. At a glance, the spread could feed nearly 10 people. Even with my high school guy appetite, I can maybe handle 2 or 3 portions. Even Ray, with her bottomless stomach, would struggle past 5. So, to deal with the excess, I called in their help. I'm probably the only guy in the country using the members of the nationally adored Milfoil Stars like this. But I need them. Those insatiable stomachs of theirs. I'm back. Yo, we're here. Pardon the intrusion. Speak of the devil, they're back from today's lessons. Hey, welcome back. Food's almost ready, so wash your hands and take a seat on the sofa. You texted us to come, but are you sure we can join in? Yeah, like I wrote, Ray and I can't finish this alone. Honestly, I'm begging you to eat. Well, in that case, I'll take you up on it. Honestly, just getting to eat your cooking is enough for me, more than welcome, really. Flatter me all you want, but all you're getting is food. Hee, that's plenty. They wash their hands and settle onto the sofa. I place the literal mountain of dishes on the table in front of them. Quite the genre mishmash, huh? Bought whatever was cheap, and this is what happened. If there's anything you don't like, skip it. No worries there. I don't have any dislikes. Canon's words are echoed by nods from the other two. What well-behaved girls. It all looks delicious. I'm confident it all tastes delicious. I've already taste tested, after all. Where's the white rice? Cooked and ready. I'll scoop some if you need it. I probably won't have room to eat much, but these girls can handle it. Especially Ray, the rice fanatic. Let's eat. Ray claps her hands together, and Mia and Canon follow suit, digging in. I head to the kitchen to grab rice for Ray, who immediately asked for it, but the other two hold out their bowls too, so I end up serving 3 portions. Well, it just means the flavors are rice-worthy. Seeing people devour what I made is always a relief. Shoo good. Glad to hear it. Watching Ray stuff her cheeks, mouth full, makes me even happier knowing she genuinely loves it. I've pretty much nailed her tastes lately, so I tailored the flavors to her preferences this time. It's only natural to prioritize Ray, since she's my employer. Hey, Rintaro, how long did you say you've been cooking? Since middle school, so 4 or 5 years. Every day. Yeah, unless I'm sick. You're right. No wonder you're so good. Canon gets a look like she's let go of something and dives back into the food. What's with the sudden question? Nothing, just cleared up some fog in my head. Don't worry about it. I don't quite get what Canon's on about, but it sounds like something positive. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious, but if it's resolved, no need to pry. Gotta say again, Rintaro-kun, you're pretty amazing. What, you too, Mia? What's with the sudden praise? Maybe I'm full of myself, but most people we meet either grovel or shrink back, but you're always just yourself with us. It's not like I don't feel anything. Oh, really? I mean, if I hadn't met her first, I probably wouldn't have even met you or Canon. I'm just grateful for the twists of fate and try to act normal. I grab a tissue from the table and wipe some sauce off Ray's mouth. Looking at her letting me do it, it's hard to believe she's a mega popular idol. But thanks to her, I can talk to Mia and Canon without freezing up. Ugh, I didn't want to admit it 'cause it's embarrassing, but I do get nervous every time, okay. Even now, I'm the only guy here, so yeah, I'm not completely chill. Oh, is that so? The moment I spill my honest feelings, Mia flashes a mischievous grin and leans in to peer at my face. Yeah, probably shouldn't have said that. So, Rintaro-kun gets nervous talking to us, huh? What, you've got a cute side, don't you? Great, now there's two of them. Mia and Canon, wearing matching smirks, start closing in on me. I messed up, giving them fuel. I try to keep my distance and shoot a pleading look at Ray. She sets her bowl down with a clink, stopping Mia and Canon in their tracks. You two are mistaken. What's that supposed to mean? Rintaro is always cute. What is she even saying? Especially his sleeping face. I couldn't help but take a picture and set it as my chat app wallpaper with him. What are you doing? Ray shows me her phone, and sure enough, there's a picture of me in pajamas, sprawled out asleep, set as her wallpaper. I'm usually up before her, so when did she even take this? To get this shot, I set my alarm earlier than Rintaro wakes up and snuck into his room. Waking up early was tough, but the results were worth it. If you weren't you, I'd be calling the cops. I have a spare key, so it can't be helped. That's true, but that's not the point. I want to yell that, but I know she wouldn't listen. What's that? Send it to me too. I want it too. Keeping it to yourself is unfair, Ray. Why are they all clamoring for my sleeping face? I'm not sharing, it's my treasure. What, if you're gonna say that, we'll just take it by force. Mia, help me. Canon stands, circling behind Ray to pin her arms. Mia, also standing, reaches for Ray's phone from the front. Sorry, Ray, but we're a team, right? Treasures are meant to be shared. No way. I'm not giving it up, even to you two. Guess we've got no choice, force it is. NGH. Mia places a hand on Ray's side. Ray lets out a squeak, squirming to escape the tickling. Send it quick, or it's gonna get worse. No, I won't send it, NGH. Ray's voice starts turning oddly suggestive, and I instinctively look away. It's supposed to be wholesome, so why does it feel like I shouldn't watch? Well, at least the target's shifted from me to Ray. I'll take it. Convincing myself of that, I pop a piece of my own carriage into my mouth. Days later, I'd learned that Ray, having lost the battle, spread my photo among the Milfoil Stars members, but that's a story for another time. Afterward, hello, I'm Kazuha Kishimoto. Thank you so much for reading. I'd like to briefly share what inspired me to write this story. The spark came from a sudden rush of excitement. How awesome would it be to secretly live with a super popular idol? It's the kind of scandalous, dreamy scenario that probably crosses every guy's mind at some point. In reality, achieving that would likely require insane effort. But in the world of fiction, it's easily within reach. In short, I wrote this because it's what I wanted to read. I poured a ton of passion into it. My gratitude to all the readers. Here's hoping we meet again in Volume 2. End of Volume 1.